and welcome to the Rideshare Garage.
Whoa.
It is Wednesday night, 9 o'clock on the East Coast, 6 p.m. on the West Coast. And I just want to say to everybody, how we doing? How we doing? How we doing? What's going on, gang? How's everybody feeling tonight?
It's a
All good, brother.
doodle week.
He said, "Doodoo week." No, it's Sparta, homie. This is Sparta, homie. We don't do doo-doo. But
We don't do.
Don't do.
But wait a minute. I gotta say, okay, Cray found out and Ceci found out this morning. Eddie does do anal. I heard about this an hour and a half.
Anal baby, man, that shit.
Yeah, Eddie does do
Wait,
anal.
what?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Yeah, listen,
What did I miss while I was sleeping?
you got to talk to Cray about this. You got to talk to them about this. I don't know. But anyway, to my left is Brandon, the Chicago Lux driver. He was covering his ears. I don't know why after that spam he put us through that day. I don't know why he's covering his ears, right?
Exactly.
Below me here is my man Jeff Uber Jeep AZ, right? To his left and to the bottom, we got Eddie driving in style out of Austin, Texas. And then we have Mrs. Gig Wars official. Red is in the house with us tonight. Welcome, Red. We appreciate you. She is out of West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground. Anyway, so what's going on, gang? How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody out there in the chat tonight? Hey, if you're coming through, I know I'm asking earlier. I never asked. Hit the like button. We'd appreciate
Smash that like button.
Follow your favorite driver, like your favorite driver's channel, and let's get this thing going. All right. Anyway,
Get it.
Brandon.
What's up,
Brandon? Oh, he's got lights. Damn, dude. Is that your OnlyFans light, or what are we talking about?
No, that's me. That's my light coming from outside.
Oh, okay. Well, that penthouse up there, I figured it'd be nothing but sunshine when you open up the roof shade. You know, you getting all that sundown on you. Brandon, you would just get ready to tell us about what's going on with this. What you guys are thinking is going on with Lyft. You want to talk about that a little bit to get us started?
Oh, you want to talk about that instead of the other thing I just found out today?
Well, you got two things, but lickety split.
All right.
Quick, get it.
So, I haven't been able to confirm this, but my apprentice Musa is telling me that he got 2 rides today that paid exorbitantly more than what they normally do.
So
for here, like if it isn't too crazy, like a Lux ping from O'Hare to downtown pays like $35, $37, $39.
Okay.
He just got one for $49, which is just almost what Lux Black pays, which is just
Did it have a
crazy.
surge connected to it or something?
No, it was only a $3 surge, so it wasn't that. It's because he lives like 10 miles away from the airport, so sometimes he'll just go to the airport just because it's closest to him. But yeah, he told me that he got it's $49, and it was like $10 to $12 higher than what he normally gets to on Lux, and that's pretty crazy. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think there were a couple of rides today that paid me a little more than the normal, but the only problem with that system is that the ETA Lyft uses is just absolute trash. So it'll say, oh, it's only going to take 10 minutes to go 3 miles, when in fact it's going to take like nearly 30 minutes to go 3 miles, and it's weird like that sometimes. So I guess I guess this would affect when traffic is low and Lyft can more accurately predict the time. But yeah, it seems like I can't confirm this. This is just what I've been told, that Yeah, Lyft seems to be adjusting the price.
Yeah, because I know
which I guess makes sense, and maybe they're doing it more often now because now that I remember this, last year, there was a time where Lyft tried to give me a $23 ping from downtown to O'Hare. $23 Lux, 18 miles. That's the absolute ass. All the other pings I were getting were between like 29 and 30. So the fact that this one came up as 23, I don't know. It just seems to me now like they're doing like more fuckery with everything that they're doing. I don't have any other information on it. But anyways,
with Lyft, let's clear this one up first. First of all, with Lyft, we talked about this before. We did videos on it. When you take a scheduled ride, I know you're talking. It was just a regular airport ride, right? It wasn't a scheduled ride, was it?
No, it was not a scheduled ride.
Okay. On the scheduled rides, you're going to see it'll show you a price. If you have an Android phone, they're going to give you a ballpark price because they can't predict what traffic conditions will be like. So say it's a 10-mile ride, it's a Lux Black ride, it's paying $22. Okay. It'll say $19 to $24, and it's going to be somewhere in there. Right. But if you have an Apple phone and you go look in the details of your scheduled ride, it's going to show you an upfront price. Depending on your conditions, your traffic conditions, if you get there quicker, it's going to pay less. If you get there normally, you run into traffic, it's going to pay more. So maybe there's some type of screw up going on there with the Lyft pricing. Or maybe Musa just never saw the bonus. Maybe he thought it was $3 and it was $30.
No. No, we don't. There's no such thing as $30 surges on Lyft anymore.
Oh, we still see him down. Well, we used to see him down.
Yeah, exactly. Again, the whole reason why I don't drive the Porsche anymore.
Well, why would you drive the Porsche when you got the damn Escalade? Like, don't make me come up to Chicago and smack you, bro.
The only reason why I got the Escalade to begin with was because Lyft destroyed my pay. If Lyft did not do that, I would not be in the Escalade.
Gotcha. Well, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Steven, the unbroken driver. He's not feeling too good today. I think his wife expected the dishes to be done when he came home, and because they weren't, she smacked the shit out of him, and so he's got a big old lump on the back of his head, right? So Steven, we hope you feel better. If you need us to come get you, don't call us. You too goddamn far away. Even for Jeff, you too far away. Call Sergio. Sergio over there in a heartbeat. All right. And also Red's boyfriend, he was in a pretty bad accident. He was on his motorcycle and he got hit by a truck. So Red, I want to shout out to your boyfriend. Hope everything feels better with him.
And, thank you. Can I clarify though?
Yeah, you clarify. Clarify. Yeah.
He rode his prized possession, Harley trike, all kitted out to put gas in it at the gas station. He was not on the bike at the time. He was literally pumping gas, and a pickup truck, a GMC Denali. The driver was reaching down looking for a cigarette lighter. I don't know why you're doing that as you're pulling up to a gas pump, but that's what happened. Hit the bike. He went flying. So he was hit as a pedestrian. We were in the emergency room until 3 a.m. And thankfully he's alive, because it had it been slightly different scenario, the ship exploded and I would not be talking to you right now. So, God is good, right? All the time.
Yeah.
So thank you for speaking about that, everybody. Hollywood is his name. Why? Because he does everything dramatic.
Oh my God.
This happened in a gas station. Like you're pulling into a gas station where there's pumps and all kinds of dangerous shit that likes to explode with a spark. And the driver took his attention away from that. I just assumed that He could pull
Yeah,
in.
and get this. I sent Vinny like the couple photos that were taken. I didn't take any pictures. That's what he took. When the driver had to back his truck up off of the bike, Hollywood noticed the driver thought he was drinking something. As it turned out, what the guy was putting in his mouth was an interlock system. So of course, hey, listen, the EMTs and the police, when I heard that, they jumped on me basically. I was like, ma'am, you need to stop because
What's an interlock system?
Yeah, what the
that's
hell's
wrong.
an interlock system?
well, that's what we call it in Pennsylvania. So clearly the driver has had
Oh, the breathalyzer thingy. They got to
Yeah.
go and they got to blow in it before they can start the car.
so now I'm hollering,
Oh,
that
shit.
motherfucker drunk. And they were literally were like all over me because they're like, you need to stop.
Yeah.
I was gonna kill him.
See, somebody will be pulling into a place with traffic without looking at the traffic. It's like whatever you're looking for in the car, you could find that shit when you come to a park. It's like I wouldn't be fidgeting through my car until my car is completely
We
intact.
stopped.
When it's
Yeah.
in park, now you can go around. This
All I
dude is
can
doing
say
too
is
much. He's
thank
doing too
God
much.
the bike took most of the impact.
I hope you guys hired a good attorney.
Bro,
He
this
about to get
has only
paid.
been it's only been 27 hours.
That Harley track is about to be a 4-wheel Harley now. He about to put a 4th wheel on that one. He about to have a quad, a Harley quad. He gonna get paid. Jeez. That's money.
Brand new.
Well, obviously, feel better. That's the most important thing. And then speak with someone. I'm sure people are probably trying to contact you because your case is a gold mine.
Yep. All right. Well, listen, Red, we all hope he feels better. If there's anything we can do besides pray, ask Jeff. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, that's all we need. Hey, listen, we're good. The man is alive. That's all I care about.
Exactly. Especially on bikes, man.
Yep. All right. So Lamont's like, can anybody make sense out of why we can't order Lux in my market? However, I get a few Lux rides a day. Because the rollout is, and this is going to bring me down to another question that I didn't want to get into yet. I want to get into it a little later. But you know what? I keep saying it every week, man. I think these apps are so jacked up. They're so big. Their source code is so massive. I keep saying the ghost in the machine, like they got code crossing code.
Yeah, they do.
Code. Then I think they got us all jacked up. Right? I'm hearing
they're trying to work in one market versus another market.
Exactly. I'm hearing issues on the other gig apps, the delivery apps, the DoorDash apps, the Uber Eats apps. I'm hearing all kinds of issues on all of these apps, and nobody can figure out what the hell's going on. Lamont, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Anybody?
I don't know. I think
Anybody?
messing and seeing what works. That's it.
I'm only
Listen,
seeing. I'm only
over
seeing.
here. Let's see over here.
What was the question again? I'm sorry. What was the question again?
The question is, do we think that the apps are so massive now that there's in their source code that runs these apps, the algorithms that run these apps, are they getting their wires crossed? Is code getting crossed up and causing some things to read to be a bad source of code? Like when the app goes out, well, what caused the app? You know,
a glitch?
Yeah, a glitch. We know what we're talking about with the glitch.
Yeah.
So do we think that's what's going on?
I only get Lux ping from one place, so
Where's
I don't
that?
know.
When you're dreaming?
No, you know where.
I only get things when I'm close to a promotion bonus. Then I'm start getting them all coming down the pipe. They won't send me one for weeks, but the moment I come close to get that money, they ask me like, Lux,
it's time to go.
Like, decline. I'm like, I don't want them Lux rides. Shit, the motherfuckers taking me way out in left field somewhere,
right?
Daisies and shit. Doubt it. Nope, not doing it. They trying to get me away from all.
Do you use the radius filters at all?
Nah, I just do that shit manually. I've been doing this shit for too long, man. I don't mind. I'm not a lazy motherfucker. I know a lot of people like that shit because it's quicker. I don't need all that shit popping up on my screen, man. I hate apps on my phone. It's just way too much.
No, no,
much shit
no,
be
no.
like
I
red.
mean, within the
so you
app,
can
you have a radius filter. You can
problem.
set like a 5 mile
Yeah,
radius,
but
and it'll only give you requests that
sometimes
are
I'll
within
get a
that.
really good ride that's outside of that radius though. Because if I'm out and these motherfuckers give me something good, I'm taking what's good. I'm not gonna limit myself to that area. I can manually limit myself, but if I see some shit that's outside of my area that's good, I might take it.
Hey Jeff,
And
speaking
it's
of that,
happened before, many times.
listen, man, your last two videos were how your weekend went, and I watched
Yeah.
them. I watched the other one. I watched the first part yesterday. Watched the second part today, and I found it pretty interesting. Maybe you might want to talk about that here tonight. You know, about what your thought process was going into those videos. And I'll go grab the links. I'll put the links down in the description. You guys can go check out the video. But Jeff, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, with most of my thought process on those is I look for anything that's under 15 minutes. I look at total time before anything else. Like I'm not worried about the dollars. The dollars are gonna be there. I'm worried about whether or not I got a surge. And I always use last ride. Because if you don't use last ride, they'll position you, they'll in your ride right at the tip of a surge where you can't get that extra $2.50, $3. So I use last ride all the time. So as soon as that ride ends, I see exactly where the pink stops. But my thing is, if it's more than 15 minutes, it's definitely decline. I don't do it. Less than 15 minutes, let's see which direction it's going. So it's like you got to go time, direction, accept or decline. That's it. You say time, direction, accept or decline. Because I want to stay in my area. So if I see something that's like, if it's got double digits like 25, automatically decline. 18, automatically decline. If it's 5 and 6, I'll accept it. 5 and 8, I'll accept it. 5:22, decline. Because I'm not going 22 minutes. That's way too far already. So it's a real quick process, and I'm looking at how many people I can get in my car. How many people can I entertain? Because if I do 5 rides an hour and each person gives me anywhere between $5 and $20, if everybody gives me 20, that's $100 right there from them, not even counting the fare. And people slide me 20s all the time, 10s and 20s. I got a wallet full of shit, just 10s, 20s. There you go. But it's like
Jesus
if I
Christ,
can get 5 people in,
$100.
yeah, if each person gets in and each person gives me $10, that's 50 just off tips alone. Now you can count the surges. If each person gives me $3 in surges, that's $15. So I'm up to $65 in just tips and surge. If each trip is $5, then another 25. Now I'm at $90 in 1 hour of just tips, surge, and fare. That's not even counting the challenge money I'm gonna get later that fucking week. So I'm like, I just kick back and I say, you know what? Challenge is already in my head. I already calculate if it's 50 rides, $150, each ride's got $3 automatically added on it. So I'm not worried about the $3. I got the $3 as long as I clear the challenge. Don't worry about the $3. Keep everything under 15 minutes. That's all I need to worry about. Shit start going too far on Lyft, you're not getting shit. Because on Lyft, they'll give you 25 miles of driving, but they'll give you like $12. I don't want 25 miles of driving. I was like, that's too far for me. I need 4 miles of driving, 3 miles of driving. Quick shit. Get in, get out, tip me, let's laugh, joke, Spotify, next. And you just keep that shit rolling as fast as you can. Because like I said, I ain't even do 30 hours. I think with all the cash I got, plus I think I made about $1,400 in like less than 30 hours. But it was a high volume of rides in a short amount of time. That's all I was doing. Anytime I see some 8 miles, nope. 12 miles, nope. 9 miles, nope. 6 miles, take it. 5 miles, take it. 3 miles, take it. 2 miles, take it. I was knocking that shit out. And it's like, that's just what I was doing, man. And I tell people, if you find your area, like let's say I'm downtown and they want to give me a ride to Tempe, those are 2 busy areas. I'll only bounce back and forth between those once every few hours. Because you bounce to one, you eat all, you don't bounce and then you go back. Now you just took 2 long ass trips and you done ate up the clock. Bounce, stay. If they try to send you back, decline that shit. Stay where you at. Keep taking short trips. Take people to apartment complexes, restaurants, apartments, apartments, restaurant, laundromat, apartments. When that shit dries up, now long ride back downtown Phoenix again. Don't do that shit back and forth, because if you do that all day, you're going to end up with like 12, 13 rides all day of just that shit. Eat up that little area, take off. Eat up that area, come back. Eat up this area, get at least 4 or 5 rides out of an area. Because you're only going 15 miles total out of them trips. You go 15 miles, you might rack up, $60 in 15 miles. There is no trip on the app giving me $60 for 15 miles. Not on Lyft is not. So I got to add that shit up in my head. I got to do that manually. So like I said, just having an accounting degree helps me know numbers. I know how numbers relate to numbers. So I'm looking at Like the other night, I drove all night the other night. I used a quarter tank of gas. That's it. Off like $15, I made almost $200. And that's a fucking 4-cylinder. I ain't even electric car, nothing. And so I'm using as less gas as possible, stand in the area, just kind of circling. I'm going at like, you look at my rides be making circles like a motherfucker. I'll be like here. That's all I'm doing all night. And I ain't going nowhere. People like, hey, $3 tip, $5 tip, $10 tip, $3 tip, $1 tip. All that shit adds up. And if you can just put on last ride, find you a surge, snag that surge real quick and be like, okay, cool, I got that surge. What's up, Craig? And you grab that surge real quick and you now add that surge because you can take a 3-mile trip. Let's say it pays you $3. $3 surge. Now you're up to $6. $5 tip, you add 11. Now add in the $4, challenge at the end of the week. $15 for a 3-mile ride on Lyft. I'm getting $15 for that 3-mile ride. Do that shit all week long. That's it.
Well, see, but that's the key, right? So, like Invisible River Ranch, he says here he wants to be good dollars to miles. But I would say, you have to when times are slow, if you got to work, I'm saying if you got to do the work, you got no choice. This is your bread and butter. You got to get out there and get the money, right? You have
you got to
rethink everything, and you got to go back to being, when you first jumped on these apps and run these numbers. What's the challenge? How much is that challenge worth? Is it going to be enough? Like when Eddie drops down, when he drops down to X to finish off a quest, right? When he used to have those the ride quests, right? And he would drop down and maybe he needs 4 rides and only wants to be out there another hour and a half and be done with it. He'll slap on X to go get the money. You got to swallow your ego sometimes. When times are good, I'm going to say it again.
But it pays off at the end.
Well, that's it. When times are good, everybody is a hero. Everybody's got a plan. When times are slow and bad, the good drivers, the smart drivers, the humble drivers are still going to get paid. They're still going to make money. Yeah. They ain't afraid to hustle.
You look in my list, I've got a lot of trips that are under a mile total, from picking up somebody from this club down here, taking them around the corner to an apartment complex on Mill Avenue, and they're paying $7 for that, less than a mile for $7. So if I can do 10 of those, I haven't even went 10 miles and I've made $70 and I ain't even went 10 miles yet. I just got to keep doing that shit. Keep doing it. And now I got $70 for going like 9 miles. No app is paying me 9 miles, $70 like that. Yeah, it takes a little time because people got to get in and get out. But I'd rather not go nowhere and make that $70 in like about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And that's on the base platform. And I ain't even went nowhere. I ain't even put a drip of gas in my car because I done went 10 miles and made $70. I'm getting 26 miles a gallon. So, and a gallon cost me $5. So I basically used $2.50 to make $70. I invested $2.50 and I made $70 off that $2.50 in gas.
Thank you, Craig.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in there. Hold on, Jeff. Let me give big shout out to Craig. $5 super chat on board. We love you. We appreciate you. We love you. We appreciate you.
Kiki,
now,
Kiki too.
Hold on. Kiki, I see you. I'm gonna yell at you later, but and my girl is in the house. Thank you, Kiki.
And like what Becky said, when you do short volume, you can quest hunt really aggressively. I can knock out quests in 2 days. So I get free money. That's $185 in free money I just made in 2 days. And in 2 days, I'm only using 1 tank of gas. So I'm spending like $60 to get the $198 of free money, plus all the ride money, all the tip money, all the surge money, all the streak money.
Exactly.
And I'm doing that shit in 2 days. And people are like, how the fuck you make $600 in 2 days driving Lyft Basic, only doing short trip for like 7-8 hours a day? It's like, do a lot of them. That's it. All that shit out. All the long rides out. You're like, you know what? 15 miles away, kick it out. 22-mile ride, kick it out. 25, kick it out. I don't do none of that shit.
You're not wrong, and that's a pivot, right? That's what we preach on this channel. All our channels, we talk about pivots. And when times are good, you can be choosy. When times ain't good, which is going to bring me up to another point, right?
Right.
Do we think, and I'm going to get to some of y'all's questions here. Give me a minute. Do we think that the apps are favoring the new drivers over the old drivers, or maybe favoring driver earners, what I call earners. There's a difference now. There are drivers and there are earners.
Yeah.
Okay. Earners are going to take anything and everything and they're going to make a run for it. Drivers are using strategy. So do you think the algorithms have caught up to the cherry picking and all of that good stuff?
I would still like
what?
I would still like to know who is renting the Teslas over here in Austin, and I would like to know if they work. Like if they put in the time, and see if Uber is still giving them rides, because they have throttled me like big time.
But that's what I'm saying. Listen, how many? We don't know how many Uber channels or rideshare gig app channels are in the space right now. There's a ton of them. Everybody's doing them. That's good. But they all do the same thing. No tip, no trip. Cherry pick. At some point, you had to know.
No service.
No surge, no service. At some point, you had to know the algos were going to get adjusted.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Acceptance rating. Except they keep saying acceptance rate don't matter, but it matters.
You don't get
it does matter. It's always mattered.
Acceptance rating on the food apps might matter, but in rideshare, it's not supposed to matter. But I promise you, they're using that.
I cannot speak when I talk. I'm not speaking on your rideshare stuff.
I know. You're speaking on your deliveries. I know, woman. All right.
I tell people rideshare is a lot harder to get a tip in. So when I see a rideshare driver get a tip, you busted your ass because they tip afterwards. They don't tip before. So we can't do no tip, no chip in rideshare. Like the other day when I was picking this guy up in the apartment complex, I'm picking him up. I smell the food off the patio. I'm like, oh man, y'all motherfuckers up there barbecuing, dog. Don't make me get out. And we just laughing and joking back and forth. Dude walks all the way down the steps. Jesus, man, I'm gonna give you $20, man. I just like your energy. Dog slid me to it. And that's what I'm talking about, man. In rideshare, you got to be a part of the community to get tips in rideshare. You got to like really change somebody's energy. And food delivery, they give you the tip before because they want to get the shit quick. When we get tips in rideshare, we working for that shit. We can't expect the tip. You expect it in delivery. We don't expect that shit in rideshare. It surprises us when somebody slides $100 bill. We got motherfuckers in the comments be like, dude, I got $100 tip, Jeff. I'm like, what? $100, man. And I believe it because motherfuckers done did that shit to me before. But it takes a lot of that because people just really walk around giving out money. Rideshare is hard to get tips in. Hard. So when I hear rideshare drivers getting tips, I'm like, you doing this shit, man.
Sometimes depending on what you're driving, and I'm sure Brandon has experienced this as well in the Escalade. Sometimes when they walk in, I've had it a number of times in my Infinity. They walk in and the money's in my hand. Hey, man. And usually it's for a favor, but sometimes, usually it's for a favor. Hey, can you stop here? And they know the language. They're not asking me. They're now paying me. Because when people ask you, hey, can you stop here? Can't help you out. So that person that knows that money talks, they walk in my car and they go, here you go. And now we're talking. Now we're talking the same language.
Yep. And I can tell you,
I did a ride today. I did a ride today in Premiere, and it had a stop. It was $15. It was really close, but it had a stop. Not only did I not get paid for the stop that he put in there. Okay.
Did he put in the stop after you started the ride or before you started the ride?
No, he put it in the ride after I accepted the ride. He modified it.
Got him.
So he got the ride on my way there. Boom, and then he put a stop in it. I was like, hey, you know what? No big deal. It's a Premiere. It's a Premiere, but I couldn't see it didn't say how much it changed.
Yeah.
So I just went with it. Picked up the guy, went over to pick up the girl, waited there about 10 minutes. They get paid for wait time. They get paid for wait time. And then when I got there and I closed the app and I'm looking at the trip right now, nor the time that I waited, nor the stop is in there.
See,
that's bullshit.
But
Premiere ride.
All right. But the app showed you that he had changed it now to stop in, right?
Correct.
It was strictly
correct. So now from now on, if it's a Premiere ride and they put a stop after, they're cheaping out on the ride.
Wow, that's crazy because I've had a number of those and it pretty much doubled the price. So I enjoy doing them as long as it's along the way. If I have to turn around, that's bad. But if I'm going like 5 miles or 10 miles in a direction, and along the way, that's where the stop is, and they add it. For me in our market, it's been great.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't. I've had stops added in on Excel, on Premiere, and they always pay more, and not just a little bit. They're on point. So
and
Eddie,
it pops up. It pops up saying like the price, and so so when I see it like double, because I already took a screenshot. I'm screenshotting everything, so I already know what the ride was supposed to pay out, and I'm like, ooh man, I just went up like $20 for one stop. Like, but I have had, and I talked about this before. It happened to me on New Year's. I've had a few where they were adding the stop or changing the destination as I'm pulling in, and I said, "Cancel, bitch."
Yeah,
literally went right past them. Literally drove right past them and canceled the ride while I'm driving past them. Because that right there, that's a game that people are playing when they change the destination right as you're pulling up, and then you don't see it adjust the ride to a much lower number than what you thought you were doing and getting.
They get in your car and they already in your car, and as you're driving, you see trip added, or it's like a stop. It'll be like stop added or pass. I'm like, you can't just arbitrarily do that. You don't know if I just didn't, and people say, hey, you should just use last trip, so they can't do that shit. And I agree, you should, because people are rude and they'll just change the stop before you know it. Instead of going 10 miles, now you're going 20. Like, you don't know if I was done with my night, if I'm ending it right here, if I'm headed something. You don't know that. So you can just sit in the back seat, not ask a driver anything, and just change. Because I'll be like, no, I'm not going there. I'm gonna drop you off at the house we was getting to. We're not going to another house. Oh,
I had that happen to me when Ramadan was going on, and all of because a lot of the black drivers here are Middle Eastern, and so there wasn't anybody that wanted to do airport rides. So I got one ride where they did that to me. I got there, and then right as I got there, they changed the destination to the airport. And I'm like, nah, get the hell out. They're like, my bag's already here. I don't care. Get out. They're like, oh, you don't want to do it? I was like, no, I don't want to do it. There's a reason why you sat there for 2 hours and they're resorting to this cheap shit. And I drove off.
Get the fuck out. I don't care if the bag's in my car.
This is a premiere, and
now you gotta be. I
was so pissed. By the way, I'm not picking up some. I'm not picking up some guy at a freaking $600,000-$700,000 house. I'm picking a guy that in an over $1 million house. And
wow.
And the best, I know the best has got money, because I know even if he bought that house, okay, he bought the house because he either had money or he had it before the pandemic, so his house went like double the price. So
I don't know, man. People be smart nowadays. You think it's their house, but it ain't their house. They just in that.
3 stars. That's what I did. I did 3 stars. I'm never gonna pick your ass up again.
3 stars. One.
On Uber, you have to do 1 star.
You gotta do 1, bro.
Oh, on Uber is 1 star.
Yeah, Lyft is 3.
Yeah.
They kick out 3 stars. Okay, so I do 3 stars and it says unmatched.
All right, so I want to bring this in. Mark Cleveland, he says, do you think the market is playing a factor? Which was another thing I had on the agenda for tonight. Guys, it's slow-ish everywhere right now.
Super slow.
Everybody's getting railed, right? Everybody's out here getting railed. I don't know. Well, you know what, Red? Let me ask you a question. I know Kiki's been hitting it back up again in the ATL with the deliveries, and in the chat also, put your numbers up. Well,
fuck you, Musa.
Just put up if you do delivery. Right? I mean, Red, are you guys noticing a slowdown in the Gig Wars official channel? Are you guys noticing a slowdown with deliveries?
No, because we're warriors, and we don't play that game with the apps.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with the amount of requests coming through? That's
Are
you guys?
People aren't requesting,
because we all multi-app.
So you're saying you're seeing the same amount of rides that you've been seeing,
or hours increasing.
Most of my people are not rideshare. I'm not saying
no. That's what I'm asking about, deliveries.
Okay. I mean, do we have to work harder? Yeah. Do we have to multi-app a little more? Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that control us? No.
This just make you hustle harder. That's all.
Yeah, well, that's what we're talking about. But as far as the overall economy, because the overall economy right now is it's terrible out there, boy.
Yeah,
it's rough.
No, we haven't seen a difference. Now, here's something that I've noticed, and I just don't understand that, because you guys know that I've dabbled in the actual rideshare stuff. And what confuses me is that people have no problem tipping on convenience for their food, but they don't tip on transporting their actual body safely. I don't understand.
You know what? That's like saying
I have never thought about that.
We deal with it so much down here. So much we deal with it down here. You done flown down here. You don't spend the money on the event, the hotel, the. Oh, I'm trying to not curse. The drinks, and then it's like it's time to go home. It's time to go home. The most important part, and that's the. Oh no, man! This is costing too much now. What is this? Hey. Okay, can you take me home? Yeah, 150. 150?
Listen.
Hey, by the way,
your rideshare driver kills you, right? You cannot ask me to come to your house with some sushi a couple hours later. I don't understand. I don't get it.
By the way, real quick,
don't get it.
Real quick before we continue, Jeff, big shout out from Jimmy Denson to you on the QR codes with the tip cards and putting up the QR codes in the back. I don't think that video has ever gotten enough play. I think, brother, you need to repost that video tomorrow, okay? And call it Part Deuce and replay that same video, reload it up, because enough people don't understand that. Slide them that QR code, they'll tip you direct, and you ain't got to sweat this shit. So go ahead, man.
And people know it works because I sent Vinny a screenshot of one guy who doesn't do anything. Like I met him one time, and when I picked him up at the mall, and I had the Jeep, and he was like, "Oh man, I love this Jeep, man. This shit's nice. So we ride, and he says, "Man, do you ever do like?" And I had the QR codes hanging on the backseat of the Jeep. He says, "Oh, you do like private rides and stuff?" I was like, "Yeah, I could do private rides." He was like, "Oh shit, then this dude, I probably used him 20 times easily. I mean, his mom, his sisters, everybody, airport, all they do is call me, and they don't stay too far from me. And it's all QR code shit every time. And that's how it got started, was just that QR code hanging there, which let him know that, hey, you could pay me direct if you need to get somewhere and you ain't got time to fuck around. You could just, and ever since then, he's been one of them guys, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I appreciate him. Dude is cool as hell. But a lot of people don't use that QR code because they're, for some, like even on one of my videos, they was like, "Oh man, you know, he was all, oh, that's not professional." Some girl said that's not professional. That's not professional. I'm like, bitch, half these motherfuckers don't even take showers. Do not come at me about professional. Trust me. It's like,
should have been like the back sticky, by the way, and I haven't cleaned it.
It's funny because it's true.
At me like that.
Cray.
And I'm like,
she be hanging out with skateboards.
Yeah, we be making money. Look at Musa. Musa, you nuts.
Blaze, ain't seen you in a minute. Welcome back to the chat, brother. We ain't seen you in a minute. He does deliveries, right? So Cray Cray's over 500 in 2 days on deliveries. Blaze said he paid 1,400 last week.
Part-time. She is a part-time driver.
No, she ain't. That's bullshit. That woman don't do nothing but hustle. No.
Well, that's true.
Let me put you.
She only works 23 hours straight.
You ain't 26. Get it right, Eddie. 26. She whipped your ass, Eddie. She said you are a sissy boy because you only work 22 hours. She works 26. She says she got a bigger one than you, bro. That's all I'm saying.
So that's my line.
See, there you go. Bam.
Trademark that line.
All right, Gary Middleton, because I don't have an email to send to you, brother. How can you come on the show?
I can send him the link right now.
Well, we bring him on next week. Bring him on next week. We got a full stack tonight. Let's bring him on next week. Gary. No, well, Gary, we'll talk to Gary next week if Gary ain't got a problem. Hell yeah. Because then we
Gary,
Gary, I thought you were busy. Gary, I thought you were busy cleaning up mess.
man, I'm trying to catch up with
That's
these
it.
comments, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm kind of
Yeah, I know that someone asked me about how much it cost me for the truck. It wasn't
Yes.
800. It was taken care of. I have a bumper to bumper car coverage, so the whole thing got taken care of.
Well, what
I
was the
just
problem, Eddie?
the negative wire, and there was a sensor on it, but there was no, the sensor was missing, so it was not there. So they replaced the whole thing. It only cost me 250, but that's because there was they requested for a brake flush, and I said go ahead, do it.
Don't let them do that to you.
Tell me they got
But are you gonna do the brake flush for me?
Cleveland.
No, don't let them upsell you. They had to get something out of you. You know, like
Yeah, but
you know what they did?
there was
Okay, well,
something
y'all-
something that I was checking on, so I paid for it. But that was it. That was it. It's just that every time some stupid shit like that happens, I'd lose the car for a couple of days, and like this time I went like 4 days without making any money. God damn!
it's Benny's fault, right?
Always.
It's always my fault. It's always my fault. It's always my fault.
Oh,
It's
you guys don't
always
know the
my
meme
fault.
that I'm working on right now.
Oh,
So it was good having Eddie on the show tonight. He'll be back next week.
Bye, Eddie.
damn.
Yeah.
Come back with a new meme.
Yeah, Blaze, I do have a pretty good memory, bro. Especially your name is a little unique. Cray, she's saying she's a W-2 plus a part-time gig work. I mean, look, she's making it happen, bro. Making it happen.
There you go.
Hey, I see the Driven Dads out in the chat tonight. Driven Dad, I don't know whose channel you're on, but if you're on mine, have you noticed anything different tonight there, my friend? Let me know if you did or not. I'm curious about Spencer Fred. Did I read the name right? Spencer Fred, I'm curious about doing Lyft Black in California without getting the PUC license. Does anyone have any recommendations?
What is the PUC?
That's like your livery plate, your livery license.
Oh, where's Jeff?
Spencer.
Steven.
Not Jeff.
You
Steven.
could still do Lyft Black without your puck license. You just won't be able to do airport pickups or reservations, and then you also won't be able to do Uber Black.
There we go. All
Yeah,
right.
you'd be a
So
people
to further explain that, the Lux Black rides you get, you'll kind of be put in like a secondary queue, where it's mostly just upgraded rides. So if you're in an area that doesn't have any basic or preferred drivers, they'll give you the ride. It'll say preferred, and it'll pay you Lux Black rates, but you'll get Lux Black plus like a bonus for it being preferred. Musa gets a lot of those here in Chicago because he doesn't have his chauffeur's license yet.
Okay. So would
Vinny,
you recommend him to go for it or no?
If all he wants to do is Lyft Black, then yeah. But if he wants to do Uber Black, then he's got to go through that whole process.
Okay. What was your question there, Mr. Omar? You had a question, my friend.
Yeah, you had asked a question, but we didn't go around about whether or not we think the app caters to people.
Yeah, well, let's go. We're still in it, brother. Let's go.
Okay. I feel like every time I've changed cars, it catered to me. My first Black XL was a ride from Midtown Miami to Fort Lauderdale Airport. Phenomenal ride.
Right.
Paid out like what? Almost 130, 140, something like you never make money like that unless it's surging hard, And I remember talking to Richie that night. I was like, this is how it should effing pay every time. I was so jacked up. And then,
right.
you know how it is now. I mean, me and you were sitting on, I don't know if you've worked this week, but I'm sitting on a goose. Like, well, I don't know. Lyft gave me something, but it's been slow. And I feel like over time they do that to everybody. I feel like there's enough evidence to show that they don't cater you after you've been there for so long. And it's an and thing. I don't think it's a dual. I think it's an and thing. And if you've shown that you can make money and you can strategize and stuff like that, they just, unless the only way that gets overridden is if there's no drivers. When there's no drivers, then, like you said, Vinny, we're all superstars, right?
Yeah, well, listen, when there's plenty of rides, everybody's making bank. They can tell you how to do everything. But as soon as it slows down, if you ain't making the right pivots, that's why I asked Jeff tonight to explain how he, I wanted him to explain to people that might not have seen his videos. It's pinned in the comment, by the way. Look in the comments, you can see the video. It's pinned up there at the top. A lot of people don't know how to make that pivot.
By the way,
when you have an ego, right? When you have an ego, oh, I drive a Caddy XT6 or I drive a Cadillac Escalade, and I'm used, I want $28,000 for every 10 feet I go. You get in that mindset, but there comes a time where, hey, listen, you gotta man up, you gotta grab it, man up, and you got to go back to what got you there. The problem is a lot of drivers forget where they come from. They don't remember what it was to hustle because the money came easy.
It's difficult to do that in our cars, Vinny, and you know why. But the thing is, though, is that here's the thing. While I say that I feel like they're throttling me and I'm not getting any more reservations or nothing, pass by that airport and holy,
let's take a look right now.
Not just the airport, Vinny, behind the airport, because they're letting people park at Snyder Park now too. Yo, oh my goodness.
Same in Phoenix.
It looks like a freaking. It looks like a not a car dealership. It looks like an auto auction. That's what it looks like. It looks like cars are repoed or something, or a tow yard. That's what it looks like, a tow yard. I mean, seriously, it is bad.
I'm cool on that. Shit, I'm cool on
you
that.
You can't even see the concrete on the floor anymore. That's how many cars are in that freaking lot now, man. I'm telling you,
bro. I'm gonna look right now. I'm gonna open up. Let's open up Uber. Let's check the queue at Uber. What's the over under before I look? What's the over under on 140X cars at the queue right now? At 9:47 at night.
I'm looking at Lyft right now and I have Uber on, so I'm gonna say the over under is over. I would say over 140 right now.
I say it's about 151.
I'm shocked.
I mean,
125X cars at the little Fort Lauderdale airport, right?
And that's Fort Lauderdale. Look at MIA.
Hold on. But here's
and PBI. PBI has been out of control lately. PBI is getting close to 100. 100. You want to talk about a little airport that don't get no flights?
That's not an airport, bro. That's like a runway with a traffic light. What the hell?
Yeah.
Listen. Fort Lauderdale Airport right now. 125X cars. 75 comfort cars. Y'all driving comfort think you're special. You ain't special no more. Comfort electric. 15 cars. 55 Premier, 25 Premier SUV, 70 XLs. That's just Uber. I
couldn't do it.
We've been telling y'all and telling y'all. I know y'all want to get into the bigger money. I know y'all want to get into the better cars. But I'm trying to tell you, now ain't the time. Now's the time to grind it out, drop it out.
If somebody took the airport, I rarely pick up from. I do a lot of drop-offs. I don't do pickups.
I got something coming next week. Y'all will see. I ain't too proud. Shit. I ain't too proud.
That's what I'm saying. Mark, I'm the same way, Mark. Like I said, a lot of people, when people get into my car, I have to explain to them how to get in. It's kind of like how I had a video about how to get in and out of my Jeep. When you got custom fucking cars, there's a way to get in and out. These motherfuckers all try to get in my car on the passenger side. I have a huge climate control in the back seat because passengers in the back control their own climate. You can't get in through the back seat on passenger only. You got to use both back doors. Otherwise, you got to keep lifting your feet over this console in the center of my car back there. It's an all-wheel drive car. I got front-wheel drive and rear-wheel. Transmission goes under the car, so there's a huge hump where the transmission sits. So I keep all my windows down. As people walk up to the car, I say, excuse me, but before you open that door, make sure you guys use both back doors to get in my car so you don't get over the hump. I educate people on how to get in my car because a lot of people don't drive upgraded cars on a lower platform. Now, when you start bringing your car down to a lower platform, you got to explain shit to people.
I do that.
Don't touch my climate controls back there because if you touch climate controls, you're going to kick on the heat, not the AC. I have to turn on the AC, and now you control it back there now. So you got to kind of because motherfuckers get to pushing buttons and shit and everything else, have no idea what they doing.
Vinny, someone had a bad knee, got in my car a while ago, went all the way in the back. I never knew that we're just kind of limping. And I usually like to get out the truck and slide the back seat this way. when I get pushed back, I can push it back slow,
Right.
and I tell them to watch their knees. Somebody let him in because they knew the car, and when they pull the seat back, hit him right in the knee.
Oh.
And I think it was a guy, and he was just like, oh, in the back seat, and I was like, there goes my tip.
Sometimes how to get in out of upgraded cars because a lot of people used to get into everyday
See,
cars.
And by the way, sometimes it catches the girls' toes when those damn sandals. It catches their toes.
I only do that for Black XL passengers. I get out and I say, hey, I direct people. You should sit in the back. You should sit in the middle. You should sit in the front. Everybody else, they're on their own.
See,
I'll be like, hey,
I try to put little people in the back, but a lot of people that I pick up are coming here because they're here on vacation.
I don't get that
Cold as
problem.
hell.
Yeah, well, Brandon, you know, you're special, Brandon. You're special. We know you don't have these problems. You're special, but you're paying the cost to be the boss up there too. Because
actually, Brandon does have these problems because I think you have the captain's chairs, which I'm not a big fan of, and so you always have people in the third row.
Yeah, he's gonna wear a double bulletproof vest.
I wanted to bring up.
Heard about what happened to Cadillac drivers now, man. That one IG model, that dude, she summoned a Cadillac, and the Cadillac got shot up by people on both sides. See, that's why motherfuckers be getting these VIP trucks. They be shooting up these Uber Cadillacs. And the sad thing is about that whole situation is the guy who was driving that Cadillac was an immigrant. He just got to the America, so he had no idea where he was. He couldn't even, on the 911 call, he didn't even know where the fuck he was in the city. He's driving in the city he has no idea about. That's why I'm like, know your market, know your area. Because if you got to call 911 on some shit, what you gonna say? This guy's an immigrant. You can tell by his accent. He's like, and he's trying to explain that somebody in his car just got shot. They just shot up his car. 911 lady has no idea what the fuck he's saying. He's like, did you get shot? Somebody said, no, somebody shot my car, shot my, say, are you shot? He shot, no, somebody shot. I mean, they could have probably saved the lady's life, but they fucked around on 911 for a good 15 minutes before they figured out what was going on. I mean, I heard the whole 911 call. And you get these immigrants driving in these cars. They drop into these cities. Somebody says, hey, rent this Cadillac and work for me. Drive this Cadillac and I'll pay you. And these immigrants are driving these nice ass cars. They're getting shot up at nightclubs and shit like that. And these people have no idea where they are. He's in the hood driving his car, getting shot up and shit. And he has, like, they didn't do shit to the driver. They didn't do nothing to him. But they killed the lady in the back because she was having beef with people and shit like that. But it's like I said, you got to know where you at. I swear, a motherfucker roll up on my car, shit, I'm gone. I'm gassing and I'm out. And I know exactly where I am if I have to call.
Don't do no shared rides in the hood.
Don't do right. Nah. Well, you know what? I mean,
especially at night. Especially Uber X share. You get a shared ride and dead at night, okay? And you in the hood, decline.
I'm gonna correct that and just say don't do shared rides.
You know,
see, Kiki knows where it was. Yeah, it was downtown in like that Buckhead area, something.
By
like
the way, Vinny, look at PBI.
The sad thing is that they was interviewing people on the news, and the dude was like, "Yeah, man, we hear gunshots here all the time. We heard it go pop, pop. We thought, you know, the shit was over. 10 seconds of shooting. We like, hold up, this is a shootout." I was like, these motherfuckers, they pop, pop. They just eat motherfucking popcorn, watching Netflix. They ain't giving a fuck about that shit. All this is gunshots. Ain't nobody fucking worried about that. But he was like, this shit was 20 seconds of just pop, 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 pop. It was like, damn. But you know, it's like when you go to areas like that, motherfucker shoot you up, they ain't even getting off the couch. They like, oh shit, I hope the motherfucker okay.
You know what's sad about all that? You know what's sad about all of that? You know what's sad about all that? Is that this ain't even on the drivers. This ain't even on the drivers.
Yeah.
This is people that for whatever reason got something coming at them, right? Something's chasing them, looking for them, pumping them, and you ain't got. I mean, this ain't got nothing to do with the driver. What are you gonna do?
And that's the thing. Uber don't give us a heads up on no shit like that. Hey, you got a passenger in the car that's been having beef with people over the last few days, and you might get shot the fuck up, so don't pick them up. Uber don't say that shit. Uber be like, pick this person up. That's it.
That's it.
And Uber says, you better not carry, motherfucker. And I'm like, you know what? This is crazy, man. You can't just arbitrarily have us picking up random man. We have no idea who we picking up. None. And yet we're trusted to go out here and make these little $8 fucking rides, $13 rides, $22 rides, and get our shit shot up. Now what? It's like, man, Uber, they need to do better at Uber and Lyft. They gotta vet passengers. I'm like, look at their motherfucking social media. Be like, you know what? This bitch is having beef right now, and people are talking about kicking her ass. So let's kind of freeze her motherfucking shit. Because I swear, if something happened to me as a driver, and motherfuckers caught wind of me on social media doing some shit, they deactivate me just based on YouTube and social media alone.
Just that quick.
They be like, oh, deactivate that driver because on
Just
social
that
media,
quick.
this is the shit he's saying.
Okay,
But yet they do. Passengers say what the fuck they want to say. Patrick be like, man, I can't wait to go shoot up these motherfuckers later today. They Apple still be working when they go online, even though everybody see what they saying. They don't go get deactivated on the platform. They can just summon me. I'll pick them up. They got a gun. They shoot some fucking people up. It's like, but me as a driver, I can't even say, I asked the motherfucker for a tip directly. We're gonna deactivate you for asking for a tip directly.
It's craziness.
What about this motherfucker?
It's
Craziness.
craziness.
People up.
Does this mostly happen on X on lower platforms?
No. What are you talking about?
Now this is the upgraded Escalade. This is the
We just
Escalade
had one
that just
down here
happened.
last week. We had one down there in Opelika last week.
Keyword Opelika.
It doesn't matter, bro. It's on the upper platform. Listen, bro.
Oh, it does matter. I get Black SUV all the time.
To
from the
Omar
hood,
with a
and I don't go
slingshot and a
there.
grasshopper. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be a slingshot and a grasshopper coming from Omar.
See,
What happened in what happened in Miami, or Opelika, I should say?
Well, go look it up because I ain't telling you now because you think it's only on X rides, motherfucker.
I asked if it's only on X rides.
Yeah, I don't. It's dude.
I'm going to
does
be heading
happen.
out in a few minutes, so I want to ask the panel a question real quick.
Can I say something on touching on that topic? My camera's off because I'm folding laundry.
Yeah, no problem. I gotta kill my damn my sound on my phone because the text is just going off left and right over here. People want to argue. Come on, y'all. Let's go.
Okay.
Go ahead, Red.
I want to say this. All right. So while I think that the apps are really negligent in doing background checks on a lot of drivers at times, I want to say that they don't do any background checks on any of the users, right?
Oh yeah, well,
Right.
facts.
And
Right.
and everybody should be aware and have enough cognizance about them that at any time somebody who is a really immoral person, they could actually literally be ordering a victim at any fucking time.
Yeah. Because I mean, they need to have AI chatbots reading people's social media shit. I mean, they on our YouTube channels reading all of our shit. They on all of our social media as drivers, as contractors.
Seriously, order a pizza. Hey, listen, I feel like raping somebody today. I hope my driver's a female.
Yeah.
Or hey, I feel like killing somebody today. I'm gonna order a pizza.
Because we don't know.
I'm gonna order a pizza and just kill the motherfucker.
You know, I have heard.
You all have to be cognizant and share your locations with your loved ones at all times.
Yep. Real
You know,
shit.
I was just wondering. I've been seeing a couple of these about heard stories, and there was a lady that was driving me over to the place. She was telling me about this story. I should have got a little bit more detail, but said she was driving somebody on X. Okay, and the guy just randomly just stuck his pistol out the window, just started shooting it up in the air. Now, you're a concealed carry. What do you do?
Wait a minute now. What's the question? Clarify the question.
Girl had a client in the car.
She was
telling me about a story. She was driving. She had someone in the back. I believe that it was an X-ray or whatever. Anyway, as she's driving, guy just basically stuck his gun out the window and just started shooting up in the air. You know, yeah, you're a concealed carry. You're in the front seat. You're driving. What do you do?
Well, the first thing I'm doing is I'm looking in my rearview mirror to see if this motherfucker's drunk or high, and then I'm depending on that assessment, I'm pulling over and he's got to get on. I'm going to get out my car first. I'm pulling over the car. I'm going to exit the vehicle first. I'm going to ask that person to get up out the vehicle while I've got my hand where it needs to be.
Yep.
You listen.
That's what you do.
Go ahead.
The Harry Potter boomstick. The Harry Potter boomstick.
But what I'm saying is, why escalate it? Maybe the person's just, they're tripped out. Maybe they're depressed. Maybe there's a mental issue going on. Maybe they're drunk. Maybe they're fuck. The one thing you don't want to happen is you don't want that mofo to turn around and point their gun at you.
Yeah.
So
Correct. But how do you know? How do you know that's what he?
It doesn't matter at this point. If he just stuck the gun out the car and just started popping off shots, I'm pulling the car over. I'm exiting the vehicle as quickly, as calmly as I can. I'm going to ask them to get up out the vehicle while I got my hand where it needs to be, because I live in Florida. I can get away with it. You understand?
So wait, Eddie, you're saying somebody in your car sticks a gun out the window and starts shooting in the air?
Correct. Just sticks his gun out the window, starts shooting up in the air. You're driving.
Okay, so okay, so then
I mean, what do you do? I mean, the thing is,
to Vinny's point, what you do is you can't escalate the situation. He's right. You have to pull over and get out as soon as possible and get the situation in front of you so that you can assess your next move. Because now you have someone that's in your vehicle, and now you need to, whatever it is that's going on with them, you need to not be a part of that. And so
correct, but
because you don't want to go in there, guns blazing. You don't want to go in there guns blazing. That doesn't, you're going to end up you could potentially end up creating more headaches for yourself.
Correct, but that's the issue. That's the issue. Do you wait? Do you wait with the?
Hold on. We got two people talking. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jeff.
But I'm saying y'all thinking way too deep about it. If you got somebody doing some shit like that, the first thing you need to do is throw them off. You tell them, hey man, you shot that gun. I just pissed myself. Let me pull over real quick. You didn't piss yourself, but you need to throw them the fuck off with something. You say, hey man, I think I just pissed myself. You shot that gun. And they thinking you piss yourself. You pull over, you get out the car like Vinny said, get out the car. But you need to throw them off. Dude, I think I just shit myself. I just pissed myself when you shot that gun, dog. Let me get out real quick. You didn't do that for real, but you got to throw them off. Because if you think too linearly, you thinking in terms of somebody who got their shit together. They probably don't have their shit together. Is why they doing what they do. So you got to throw them the fuck off. You throw them off. You got them thinking you shit yourself, you this and that. They thinking of a term of emergency or something. You get the fuck out the car. Now you can do what you got to do, whether it's take off running, boom, stick these motherfuckers, whatever you want to do. But you got to throw them off. Their train of thought has been.
Got to carry some phosphorus.
You got to throw them off. You're thinking too much about it. Fuck all this making logical common sense. Fuck them. I shit myself, dog. I need to get out. Hold up. Pull that motherfucker over and get out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
You just got to get out the fucking car.
Like I said,
if you got to run over a bush by mistake, hit a fucking bush. Something.
Yeah.
It's like,
for me,
you got to throw it. A gun just went off in your car. You don't want to go off in the back of your head. You got to do something off to get them off. Otherwise, you thinking about it way too much. You got to be like, man, I got to go. I got to do some shit real quick to get this motherfucker off. He needs to be off.
All right.
It's like that. This is sound like fighting crime with crime.
No, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, you need to get your ass home safely in one piece. Brandon, you got something you got to before you got to go? Hold on.
All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Open up your Lyft app and look at your rewards. Do you see something that says Platinum Plus?
Where the hell's the rewards? Where the hell's rewards?
We're in class. Let's go to class. That's class bell.
I have to look for it. Jeez.
Go to feedbacks and rewards. Go to Lyft rewards, and go to platinum if you're not platinum, and see if you see Platinum Plus.
I see it.
I just noticed that today.
I see it.
A diaper.
I see platinum. I see platinum rewards.
Scroll down into platinum rewards, and you should see something that says Platinum Plus.
It'll be right at the top, Omar. Be right.
No, I see it. Yeah, Platinum Plus. It's inside of platinum, like it's a little blue box.
Yeah,
mine's not in a box, but okay.
Yeah, it says premium. I got a feeling I know where we're going here with the premium airport pickups, but I'm never gonna get here.
Color scheme.
Well, actually, Brandon, you said you got to do how many points you got to earn?
I got to do 2,400 points to get Platinum Plus.
Holy fuck!
Okay, I only got to do 1,190.
No, that's plus what you have right now, though.
No,
Yeah,
no,
ain't
no,
that
no.
No. You're right, Vinny. Yeah, you're right. I just read it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you.
So
forgive you.
your show is only 1100 to get Platinum Plus.
Yeah, 1190.
1190.
1190 will get you access to this exclusive reward
The club, the shiny club. We're in part of the club now.
for
Yeah,
science.
it
Getting to
says
Wakanda
20 it
with
says
that
2400
shit,
here.
vibranium, motherfucker. You be like,
They probably they probably give
I got to
jack.
Wakanda. I
They
had
probably
some
give
of
jack
the
shit.
motherfucking
That's what-
Wait. You got to read the text here. It says you're going to be bumped by 30 minutes, but it still might take you 2 hours to get around.
Well, I got to get to the silver.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my god.
Exactly.
Bro. Well, you know what? In somewhere in
What happened,
I guess
Weezer? Weezer
depending
was
on your
here.
market. He's going to do some rides. He's going to play with college kids right now.
So, Brandon, what's the question? Because we're going to be here all night, bro.
No, I'm just asking. Does anybody?
question? That was
Does any? So everybody sees Platinum Plus.
I see
Yeah.
some shit in here.
I'm going to be sitting on the edge of my seat waiting for your science project results.
So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to go and actually try to go for this, so Vinny, yours really says 1100 points to get Platinum Plus.
All right, I'm going to
Yeah.
take a screenshot and put it in the Discord for you. Or Vinny, you could do it. Which one?
No,
Mine
you can
says
do it.
10
You
to
can put it up. Driven Dad says he sees it.
Mine only goes to
Yeah.
platinum. Only
I'm with
Get a free hat.
I'm
No,
with Mark
Red,
England.
it's in-
I'm not
it's-
even
it's
a
in-
tier yet.
Right, it's in platinum, and then in platinum they have like these individual like things here. It's locked,
But
and then
I'm
it says premium airport, enhanced street bonus, 6 location filters, and actually this says to unlock it you need 1190, but it says to get to the platinum level it says 690 points and 80% driving score.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
we don't got driving score here. Thank God.
Oh man, see
Yeah.
that's what's killing me.
Yeah.
That's why I'll never get
Yeah.
there, Brandon.
Somebody in the chat said that they got a speeding thing. I was like, notification. I was like,
Yeah.
I get those speeding notifications even when I'm not driving.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Well,
I had
I'll
a
tell you
week
like this.
off. I had a week off when my car first broke down, and I still got a speeding. And I was like, how the fuck am I speeding? I was like, I'm not even working.
GPS algorithm.
Those are people
Yeah,
trying to get free rides.
They're going over all your rides and they're calculating time, distance, mileage, all this shit, and they're coming up with an algorithm to say he had to be going at least this fast in these areas. It's like there's no way he could have did all of this, so he had to be going at least 70 miles an hour in a 55 in order to get this done.
Yeah.
And they even showed me the little map of where I was and stuff speeding, and I was like, but I'm not.
It's an
I'm not
algorithm, man.
yeah.
They know the area where you at. They know the route you took and everything.
And by the way, for me, it seems like they might. I mean, I don't know, but it seems like they could do it purposely. Be like, oh, we shut your app off because you have too many speeding.
See, I think what they're gonna
warnings.
do with all these
You're right, Eddie. Eddie, you're absolutely right. They look for any little thing to throttle you or to slow you down.
Yep.
You're absolutely right
And,
about it.
Another one too that I was thinking. I was telling Vinny about. I was like, you know what? They might stop the deactivation by just not giving you rides at all.
Yeah, and you just
mean,
get de facto deactivated. That's all.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very possible. I mean, I like I said, right now in the slowest times, you got to be like Jeff, man. You got to go the
Figure
opposite
it out.
direction. You got to make the pivot. You got to do your thing. All right, real quick. We're at the 10:08 hour. We've been on for an hour right now, and I know we're going to be on for another hour. Let me get some housekeeping out of the way, please, if y'all don't mind. If y'all look in the upper left-hand corner of your screens, there's a QR code there. We have Kiki's ebook and Thomas Lyle. I'm telling you, he's probably earned more money off you.
Got it.
So if you're doing Uber Eats, if you're doing DoorDash or whatnot, deliveries, y'all scan that QR code. The next one will be here in a minute. Eddie's ebook, the $100,000 a year ebook. He's gonna have to revamp it down to the $10 a year ebook, the way he's been going lately. We're gonna have to get him. We're gonna have to get him back on track, y'all. We got to get him back on track. But you got Eddie's ebook there, and these will be rotating through. I've been rotating them through all night. The next QR code, yes, I know, Gig Wars merchandise. If y'all like Gig Wars official, which, by the way, Red, I ordered a shirt and a mug because I like it, and I'm supporting. I believe in supporting everybody. So there you go. I got one coming for you there.
And I will have you know that I got email notification that my Rideshare Garage shirt shipped today.
Well, here's the next one, right? Here's the big one. The Rideshare Garage, thanks to our executive producer, Follow Keys Tracks. She has completely set up the store for us. Y'all can check that out. As an example of what we got in the store, here you go.
I got you. Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm way ahead of you, bro. If I wait on you, I'll be visiting you in the next lifetime. It'll be the next lifetime if I keep waiting on you. Okay. But anyway, just as an example, we got beanies, King and Queen beanies. We got Rideshare Garage ball caps, shirts. We got women's V-neck shirts.
That's what I got.
Right. We've got Jeff Talk shirts. We got Eddie's Nobody Cares, Work Harder. So y'all check out the housekeeping out, and we'll go from there. All right. Sorry for that. Had to get in the housekeeping, y'all. I had to get in the housekeeping because that's what makes the whole thing work. All right. By the way, there is a Jeff Talk shirt on there. I was trying to get it up, but I couldn't get the shirt up on the thing. So
Viagra.
I have a question for Kiki.
Yes.
Kiki girl, since you're the executive producer, can you make the Jeff Talks in the V-neck?
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't do that.
Uh-oh. There it is. Whoop. There
Master's
it is.
gonna be ready to cuss you out. You're gonna be like, now listen, motherfucker.
Exactly. Hey, listen, when I get those shirts,
don't make me drop you off that quick trip, you motherfucker. That's what you need a shirt saying, don't make me drop.
Jeff, can you make me a short of something like that? And then when I wear the shirt, we'll do that as an infomercial.
All right.
I'm gonna have a shirt that says, you want to get canceled?
No,
that's the thing.
Say that.
You can go to, if you got a custom shirt you want done, you can go to jmbstees.com.
No, you don't want to do that.
JMB, yeah. My man Jeff, he does those custom shirts.
I ain't liable for that.
He does those custom shirts. You can walk. Hey, you pick up your ride, and on the chest of your shirt, it's gonna say, "Where's my tip, bitch?"
Yeah,
where's my tip, bitch?
Exactly. Right on the back.
Where's my tip, bitch? I just got a short from Jeff. Jeff, please email me a short.
Hey, Kiki, don't do me like that, Kiki. Don't do it. Don't do it.
SoFlo. I didn't even know we had a Uber Green Light Hub. What in the hell is that, Omar? Uber Green Light Hub. I don't even know what that is, bro. I haven't even heard of it.
Green Light.
Somebody asked about Steven. Steven's out sick. He's claiming he's sick, but we know his wife whipped his butt.
Steven still has a problem. He's still deactivated. And I'm really angry about that, man. I don't understand that situation at all, man.
So he's getting back on Uber. His background check was just started.
Doesn't make any sense. Like I think he could have made an account for his wife and all this time. I don't know, man.
Well, I think once you get married, you change your relationship status. They got to redo everything over again because now they're checking the person you got married to probably to make sure that person has a background that's legit. I don't know.
That don't make sense.
But it's like, yeah. Otherwise, why would they need to re-background check him and it take this long? I think they're re-background checking his wife now, without her knowing, checking all the shit. Because once you get married, it's a joint operation at that point. Your credit is their credit. Your fuck up to their fuck up. So now they're checking the corporation now. You were a unit, and they're gonna check the unit.
Yeah, but I don't understand that. Like you as a person, what is your marriage to doing anything? I just don't understand it. That might not even show up in a record anywhere. El Chapo's wife was completely innocent while El Chapo was doing all the shit he was doing. We know El Chapo's wife was involved.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, once you're married, dude, you're linked. Everything is linked. No matter what, you are linked. You are definitely linked. And with today's data collection, like I get stuff for my son, dude. My father passed away in 2001. I still have something of his on my credit report.
Damn. Yeah, you better make some phone calls.
My dad's been gone 22 years, and it's still every time I get it removed. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying.
It's a plus.
Yeah, but I mean, he's passed away 22 years now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's because we have the same name. Obviously, we don't have the same social, but so with data, man, it could be anything, bro. It could be anything that's got him jacked up.
I don't know. I wish that there was somebody he could talk to, or a lawyer or something like that, because this doesn't make any sense. It just. I've seen background checks before, and they're pretty straightforward, So
all it takes is okay, yeah, I know where that SoFlo, I know where that hub is in Wynwood.
There's no hub in Wynwood. They closed that shit.
Down by Wynwood Walls, just south of Wynwood Walls?
Yeah, I thought it was on 21st and whatever. I've been there before. Nah, man, we don't have anything down here. They closed the Lyft one that used to be in Fort Lauderdale. You know where that one was, Vinny.
Yeah, I know they closed all that one, but they still got the Lyft hub in downtown Miami in the design district.
Let me see. I don't.
41st Street, I think it's 41st Street, 40th Street, 41st Street.
Let me see.
Northeast First Avenue.
I'm gonna look it up because
it might be North Miami Avenue. No, it's not North Miami Avenue. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I haven't been there in forever though. I don't go to their crap. They can't do nothing for me. You do better on the AI answering your chats than you do going down to a hub, talking to somebody in real time. It just doesn't matter. So anyway, what else we got? I think, guys, that's everything I got. That's all I got tonight.
Oh, and then I just put out a video because people ask a lot because of the new pivot that I just did. People ask a lot, well, why is it that you take so long to get a ride? You're sitting there for 20, 30 minutes. That's cool. It's okay to let 20 or 30 minutes pass just so I can find a better position, find a better offer out there. Just think, when you out looking for a job, you be off for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, waiting on a better job opportunity. You don't just go take the first job you get. You don't say, hey, McDonald's is hiring, and you run down the street to get it. No, you waiting for it, and you're waiting months for the better offer to come through. I'm only waiting 20 fucking minutes. Big deal. It's 20 minutes and I'm waiting on a better offer versus waiting 3 or 4 months for a better offer. We give ourselves raises every day in rideshare. If I don't want to make 15 an hour, I want to make 60 an hour, I pivot to make 60 an hour. I know what to do to give myself a raise. I can't go to HR and be like, hey, can you please give me an extra $1 an hour because I passed my 90-day review? Fuck no. If you want the money, pivot, create the money. Go start doing Uber Eats. Do Uber Eats while you're doing rideshare to that side of town. Now you want to DoorDash your way back. Give yourself a raise. Too many people are waiting around. They got employee mentality and they're waiting around thinking somebody's going to offer you money. People don't give you shit offers because they're making money on you taking shit. So you let the shit go. Let somebody else take that shit. And I'm like, no, man, I'll sit there and wait. And just like Weasel, it's the loss of opportunity. You're right. And I tell people, one day I was kicking out. They had that concert when I got that $138. I was kicking out $20 rides for 6 miles, because it was at the concert, $42 rides for 11 miles. I was kicking all that shit out because I didn't want it. All of a sudden, $138 for 45 minutes popped up. You fucking right, I took it, and I hadn't did concert for a long time. But it's the fact that I wasn't taking no shit. I was like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I could do 50 cent a mile rides all day long. As long as they sending them and I'm taking them, they're going to keep sending them. But the moment I say nope, and they're going to say, did he make a mistake and not take that? No, it wasn't no mistake. I didn't take it because I don't want it. Now they're going to start sending me better rides down the pipe. It might take them 15, 20 minutes of sending shit rides. But once that hits, I'm making $45 an hour from that moment forward. I'm making $50. I made $70 an hour on Lyft not too long ago, $70. Just doing streaks. I did 2 $18 streaks back to back, caught them in the same hour. So that was $36 plus I got over $30 for the rides. That was $70 an hour on regular Lyft because I was kicking out bullshit. Sometimes you got to sit, you got to wait, you got to let that shit go. Don't deal with all that. And a lot of people will take it because they think, well, I don't want to miss. I mean, that's like you might as well just go work in a McDonald's job while you're waiting on a $60,000 a year job to pay you, but you won't. You will sit at home and wait till the $60,000 a year job comes through. You ain't going to work at McDonald's just because you don't want time to pass. You ain't doing that. So a lot of us sit for 20 minutes. We don't sit for 3 months. We sit for 20 minutes. What's 20 minutes to me? Nothing. It's making sure the money's right. That's all it is, just making sure the money's right. What y'all got? DoorDash, $250 for 9 miles. $250 for 9 miles. Exactly. And somebody's going to take that.
Well,
because they're like, oh, it's good. I don't want to be sitting here.
I would say one thing to that, Jeff, is that you probably, not you, like whoever is listening to us, you got to really understand your area and what you can do, because like down here where we are, everything is very, very oversaturated. I mean, everything. I think there's a wait list now to do Amazon Flex down here. Like, so that's the thing. Everybody's doing everything down here. So it's definitely a challenge. You got to work hard. And then sometimes I've spoken to people that say, I don't even know if this is worth it anymore. So it's one of those things, it's one of those things you have to weigh it out.
And even like Tony just said, Driven Dad just said, streaks are when you want to use the area filter. Yeah. That kind of advice helps me because I don't use area filter, and I always get streaks kicked out because my last route will be some 22 fucking mile nature hike because I didn't use the area filter. Had I used it and had I remembered to use it, because I'm not used to using it, if I remember to use it next time, I won't be losing streaks. I lose so many streaks like that. $15 streaks I lose all the time because my third route will be some crazy shit because I didn't use area filter. I just don't have it in my head yet. I've got to train myself to use area filter and stop screwing around. I'm wasting money because I'm not using area filter. I get caught doing that shit all the time.
And when you got those area filters, when you got those streaks going and those area filters going, you don't mind taking the $2 ride real quick because it's a pickup. Get the fuck out. I got my one done.
Let's add it to it.
Let's get that 3 rides done. Get that 3 rides done and start another streak in that same time zone. In that same frame. And
Rennie, it's showing here that it's showing here real quick, Eddie. It's showing here that the Lyft office is actually permanently closed and that the Uber office is still open. Both of them have
they're all closed. They say it's open. It's just like when the Uber app says it's busy. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you ain't getting no freaking rides.
Yeah. And it's showing that the Uber place is open, but it's also showing like a super low rating in Google, so you can imagine the reviews that people are leaving.
But I wanted to answer SoFlo, right? About the day trading thing. Listen, if I get it and I start being profitable, then yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be like one of our pyramids. I know Vinny's gonna be all into it and stuff, but it's gonna be a private group in which we can't really advise you on what to trade, but you can watch us make the trade and then make the money on it.
Listen, hold up, wait a minute, hold up.
That's what we're doing.
First of all,
that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to learn.
With Eddie, yeah, Eddie's saying it right. Listen, we ain't financial advice. I ain't even.
Yeah, we can't tell you what to do.
I did okay.
NFA before you type it. NFA
everything. We are not financial advice.
That means NFA is not fucking around. We are not fucking around. NFA, goddamn NFA.
I tell you what I will do. But I tell you what
NFA tax stamp.
Hell yeah. That's Omar. NFA. Not fucking around. We trying to get it, Omar.
All right, but I will tell you what I will do. I will tell you what I will do. If somebody wants Eddie, go in there and put up the new link for the Discord. Put up the new link for the Discord, please. I will ask Brandon to put in the Discord. Okay, we will put a hashtag in there for trading.
There is
okay. No, we don't have one for trading. We got one for everything but trading.
No, finesse assets.
Finesse assets. It's
that
for
is not
and trading.
That's crypto trading. We don't know. God damn it. We ain't talking about crypto here. Talking about regular. Just put in stock trading, please. I would appreciate it. And if you jump in the Discord with us, what I'll do is, because I swear I'm bad at it. I was talking to Brandon about this before. By the way, in case you guys don't know, like I got all kinds of pissed off when Brandon started this Discord group. But I am man enough to say right here, right now, live on the internet, that I congratulated him on doing a good job of running this Discord group. It wasn't what I thought it should be.
There, Vinny, you happy?
But he was right. He was good. No, come on now, Brandon. God damn it. You know what? I'm sitting up here. I'm giving you all kinds of praise. You don't
want praise. This motherfucker want pizza. Send his ass a pizza. What praise?
He had a burger today. That's why he's acting all stupid. Please change that to normal.
Right now. Be like, thanks, Brandon.
He called
get his address.
He called that shit old people trading. Old people trading. You hear this, some bitch here? All right. And then and you know what? I will open this Discord every morning when we're trading. And if anybody wants to get in there, you can come on in there. Listen, we can't tell you what to do. We can only keep it simple. That's how I trade. I trade very simply. There are a lot of people that are very strong in these markets that know what they're doing. But I do okay. That's all I'm going to say is I do okay.
What's the Weeb Vault?
It's
Um,
it's a bit of a learning curve.
What was that supposed to be?
for Japanese anime.
Oh,
There it
that-
is. There it is. Thank you. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it. You're back in the good graces of the brotherhood. Somebody asked me, did I talk about WeZoom from this morning? What happened this morning with WeZoom, Eddie? Did I miss
I don't
something?
know. I
This
don't know. He
morning's
was
show
here,
was
but then he was
crazy, y'all.
gone.
This morning's
Yeah,
show was
WeZoom-
crazy.
WeZoom
I'm
had
gonna
to
give
go
y'all a
do
little
something really
taste.
quick.
Oh, yeah, he's working. Listen, I'm going to give y'all a little, I got to do this for a second. Don't mind the colors that are about to change. But I'm going to show y'all a little something real quick that we do. Just give you a little taste if you aren't hip to the morning show with Eddie and Vinny, where we talk about everything, rideshare, world events, stock trading, the whole 9 yards. But while we're there, okay, because I know people have already asked for it. So
Breaking news.
well, I don't know about you guys, but here it's raining, as you can see. Jeff, how's it out there by you?
It's hot as a motherfucker right now. And that's your weather report with Eddie and Vinny in the morning.
Now, all I'm saying is the only place y'all gonna get actually good, live, wholesome weather reports every morning is on the morning show with Eddie and Vinny.
We got across the country. We got it all covered.
I'm just saying, y'all can come and hang with us in the morning, every morning. Everybody's lighting up in the comments.
If I'm allowed to play that commercial, I definitely will.
Oh, yeah.
That thing, like it's raining right now in Florida, and then he throw my shit. Man, that's crazy.
Dude.
So I'm just saying, if you want to get
funny
into
as
the whole
hell.
trading thing, you guys can hit the Discord. Eddie, did you put a link up to Discord? Did you get that
Yeah,
squared away?
no, I'm looking for the Discord right now there, buddy.
Oh my God, I got to do
Give me a
everything.
second.
Jesus Christ. If I wait on you, I'll be dead.
Do you want to be a celebrity?
I got it.
Okay.
I
Eddie
got
over there
it.
making memes all day.
Man, I don't know what he's doing, bro.
When the astronomy comments come, let us know. Hey, they had an alien invasion in Vegas. Goddamn it, motherfucker sitting
Here,
on tractors.
I got
and
it.
shit.
I got it. I'm going to put it in right now, buddy. I got it.
I don't want to show it.
All right. So there's the Discord. Here's the Discord QR code is up there. So if you really want to get into it, if you're serious about it, look, I'll make an effort to be there. If you'll make an effort to be there, and you can join us. Oh man, Eddie, you know you're the man when it comes to these aliens. I know you got one. He's over there making a meme right now. You know this, right? You know he's over there making a meme right now, right?
Eddie's a meme generator.
Oh,
Hey, Bucky, this be all day. I be having people cracking up when they get in the car.
What the hell was that?
I saw that.
I can't be part of this.
It was an alien anal, bro. That's messed up. That's messed up. That's messed up, man. Hey, Eddie's kicked off the platform. That's it. He's kicked off of YouTube forever. He's kicked off of
They're all
YouTube, man.
laughing. I don't get it.
oh my God, Eddie's gone, bro. Like seriously, I'm removing guests and all, man. He ain't even on the channel no more tonight. Eddie, go home.
Man,
Go home. You're done.
He's kicked off YouTube forever. He needs to go on TikTok now. He's done with YouTube.
Oh
That's
my
just funny as
God.
hell.
Eddie's gonna get us thrown off the internet, man. He's gonna get us thrown. I don't even think he realized I kicked him out the channel completely. Oh God.
No, he's laughing in the background.
Eddie.
He's laughing.
Oh my God. I can't. Okay, what
I'm
do y'all
not even listening to these guys. Do you hear me talking over them? Like this, whatever they're doing right now is crazy.
Yeah, nuts.
It doesn't
Eddie,
even
nuts.
register in my head.
The shit Eddie be on, man.
Eddie,
Give me them
back,
damn-
bro. Oh my God.
I want to say that Eddie has a fabulous haircut. Eddie, you are looking lovely as usual.
Thank you. I got the Ricky Martin girl. You know.
And it looks wonderful. And you know what? Fuck these guys.
Yeah, no, don't say that because they'll take it deliberately and they'll start doing what I just showed.
No, don't
Oh,
say
yeah.
no.
You look
Rainbow month
wonderful.
right now anyway.
Eddie, you look wonderful, darling.
Video.
Eddie, you look
Thank you.
wonderful.
See?
Oh my God.
See, she's admiring my haircut. See this? See?
I admire everything about Eddie.
That's right.
Eddie is.
You're gonna have a goddamn unicorn
just-
tattoo on the side of his head in about
You
a
know what,
day.
Eddie? Wait. Let's just
Bucky,
tune them out.
Hey,
You
Bucky.
look lovely,
Bucky
darling.
says Eddie looks like he's trying to find a tumbleweed in a dust storm.
He looks beautiful, and Eddie.
He's getting the beautiful. You know,
Yeah.
hey, you know when a woman starts calling you
He's
beautiful?
living la vida.
It's not
Yeah,
like you
before. But
It's
remember,
not
this
like
is
you
Ricky
looking like
Martin.
Adonis over there. You're looking like
This is,
Antoinette. I'm just saying.
This is the Ricky Martin before he did his whole surgery
It's
thing.
more like, hey, Ricky Martin is Ricky Martian.
You
You're
ain't
missing an
lying.
A at the end.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
I got,
You ain't
okay.
lying.
Eddie,
Oh
The
man,
Ricky Martian.
even Steven says you look fabulous.
Ah,
see?
I knew you. I keep telling y'all he's into that anal probe. Y'all keep boosting him up. Don't be
motherfucker wash his hair with Fabuloso. Your hair looking fabulous. You wash your hair with Fabuloso.
Oh my God.
Hey, I only use one particular type of conditioner, okay? And then I dry it, and then I put product on it, and then I dry it with that product. This way, when I wake up in the morning, my hair's already done, and all I gotta do is brush it. Okay, put a little hairspray, and it stays.
Product.
That's
Go
it.
to a hair
It's
salon.
not complicated.
Oh, hair.
I do my hair like everybody does hair, except for Vinny.
Eddie, this sounds like a
And
lot
Jeff-
of haters.
Wait, whoa, wait a minute. Wait, I was gonna say,
Oh,
man.
one of them doesn't have any hair.
Jeff,
the other
Jeff and
one
I ain't
doesn't
got these
have
problems, man. Jeff and I
The
ain't
other
got
one
these
got
problems.
a hat on.
Like I
And
said,
they have
we,
You know what? We're not even playing with you guys.
we got real man products.
Have hair.
Shit.
Yeah.
You
This
don't
is
even
real
have
man
hair.
product. This shit don't go on your hair. This goes on your car. Hair products for girl. I got real man fucking products.
Oh God. All right. Well, you know.
Eddie gonna have some armor all on his fucking hair. He gonna be like, I'll put armor all on my shit.
No,
It's almost man product.
it's not that. It's not that. This guy. Okay, who is this? It says, "Yo, laugh out loud, fabuloso," but his name is Papacito.
I know. Papacito, he know about that Fabuloso. We be cleaning house like a motherfucker. We know about Fabuloso, goddamn it.
Fabuloso is great.
By the way,
Is that-
Mr. Gambit, we've been running that web.
Look, now you know why.
Yeah.
This shit right here, man. I use this shit across my head every morning before I go out and drive. All drivers get some untouchable. God damn it. Spread on your tires, spread on your head. Your ass get out and make that money.
Very aerodynamic.
Mr. Gambit, we run the weather report every morning, 3-4 times a morning on the morning show. So you're more than welcome to come on by and check out. We try to get some new ones in there, but you know, I mean, sometimes the weather ain't that great to do. You know what I'm saying?
Correct, but our news went like straight 2 hours.
Eddie needs to go out on his weather report and be chasing a tumbleweed. It's kind of windy today. Chase a tumbleweed down the street.
He said, Bucky said, I knew Jeff Shed was shiny. Now we know why.
All them damn hair products, all them car products behind me and shit.
Homeboy says, hey,
transmission fluid on my head.
I got 99 problems, but hair ain't one. I hear you, bro. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm right there with you. Oh my God.
We wake up and go get it. We wake up and
Oh
go
my
get
God. Jeff coming live from the Auto Zone.
it. Man.
You got everything in that
keep these
garage
cars
organized. Yeah, you ain't lying. All right.
Man,
Anyway.
I got brand new batteries I ain't even installed yet and shit sitting on the shelf because I don't want to fuck them up in the summertime. So I bought a battery before summer and I got it sitting up there. I'll put it in this fall.
So I know that Red wanted to bring up something. I guess there's some new stuff going on with DoorDash. I'm not that familiar with it. So for all our DoorDash drivers out here, Red, you want to tell them what's happening?
Well, here's what I'm gonna say. So DoorDash has a new pilot program in 3 markets. It's not in my market, so I don't have personal experience, but I have watched a lot of videos about it. Pretty much, in conclusion, it is getting rid of all programs and rolling them into one. From what I have watched and read, both by other content creators and from the actual DoorDash website. If you are a cherry picker, you probably want to reevaluate your game or just don't even turn on the app.
Didn't they change something with the acceptance percentage?
Hey, listen, acceptance rate on DoorDash has always mattered.
Okay.
It has always mattered. People just didn't believe it.
Okay.
Jane.
I mean, I guess it depends upon your market also. It's market dependent. If you're in a market where the orders are in excess of the drivers, hey, do you, right? But if you're not in that market and you rely on DoorDash, it's time to get your acceptance rate up. I do not advocate taking no tip orders. I don't do it myself, and I don't recommend that anybody does it. But I've modified my game. And for example, I'll tell you my morning yesterday, right? So the first 5 orders that I did yesterday, they were all, none of them were over $6 on the offer screen. A year ago, I would have declined every single one of those offers.
So what changed?
DoorDash changed the rules. They changed the rules of the game. So you have to, so you refer to it as pivot. Other people refer to it as adapt. You know, it's really the same thing, right? You just pick your verbiage. You have to, if that's the game you want to play, you got to play by the rules. And then within the rules of the game, you figure out exactly. It's like chess.
Oh, it's 100%
right?
chess. 100%.
Yeah.
Right? So the company tells you the rules, and then you decide how you're going to play.
I've always said one thing about DoorDash. DoorDash to me is probably the most employee-like app out there.
Mhm.
It's not like a true general contractor app. And I kind of think GoPuff is almost the same way, but I haven't done GoPuff yet. But it's like the scheduling and the acceptance rates and all this. Nobody can force a contractor to do a job. Like if I'm a contractor and I do brick walls, you can't tell me to do brick walls below cost and I end up being broke because I got to keep doing all these brick walls below cost to satisfy your customers that you're making profits on. At some point, the contractor is going to go out of business, and you're going to say, well, fuck it, we got another contractor willing to do below cost. Like you can't keep doing $2.50 DoorDash orders that's going 8 miles, $2.50 for 8 miles, $2.50 for 10 miles, $4 for 11 miles, just to appease their customers. At some point, a contractor has to have the leverage and the freedom to say, that's not the shit we do as contractors. I have a right to say no, and you can't force me because I'm not your employee sitting at your damn office clocking in and clocking out every day. That's not me. I'm a contractor.
Right. And I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. And I would never do orders like you just described.
But yeah, but we got to admit something though. And this is why I came in with the attitude tonight that they got us. If this is your main source of income, let's start by saying that. If all these gig apps, whether it's rideshare, delivery, doesn't matter. If this is your main source of income, they got you by the balls.
If you
wait, Red, let me finish. Okay. Let me finish. Mm-hmm. You've already said a year ago you wouldn't have done it. Now you'll do it because your AR has to be a certain percentage, correct?
Right, but I didn't tell you the facts of my day.
Okay, well, we can hear the. Okay, let's have the facts of your day, and then I'll finish my comment while I say they got you by the balls.
So I actually did that a year ago. I never would have done. 5 orders yesterday consecutively. I just took them. I started at noon on a Tuesday, and my acceptance rate is pretty high. It's not overtly high, but for DoorDash, I guess it's good, right? None of them were over $6 a mile. Or I'm sorry, none of them were over $6
Right.
on the offer screen. I took them all. At the end of 5 of them, it took me an hour and 10 minutes. I was at $28. I drove 8.9 miles.
But see, that's good though. You can do that.
Exactly. That's my point.
I understand that. But
that is my point. But there's a shit ton of drivers out there that would be like, we're not going to do none of that. That's all trash. And on the surface, I agree with them. I agree.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with them. But at my high, according to DoorDash, high rating, I don't actually think it's that high. That's what the system was sending me. So if that's the case, based upon what DoorDash puts out, that's the best that was in the system.
So what it sounds like DoorDash is doing for you is what I do for myself. I take all short rides and I stay in one area. I don't go nowhere. I just keep circling the block over and over again.
Exactly.
It's like DoorDash said, why do we keep sending people to different areas? Keep them in the same area and just keep feeding them all the orders of the same area.
Yeah, and Jeff, guess what? Guess what? Doing that, my rate went from was on the lower end of what DoorDash would say is their good rating, and it went up 5 points.
Now with DoorDash,
so
you get
then I got into then they started sending me even better.
Do you get streaks with it? Like every 3 orders, you get extra $5, $10?
No, but here's my point. Is that I guarantee you that all those people who are like, I'm a cherry picker, I'm worth this, I'm worth it, they would not have done any of those orders. And those folks in my market at that same time would have made maybe $10. And I made 28 and drove 8.9 miles.
But I'm a different type of cherry picker because I'm not on Lux now. I would have taken all of those. If those were rides, I would have took them all because I have streaks. I got $18 for 3 going. Plus, I got a surge area I'm sitting on at $250. Plus, I got a challenge of like $90 for like every 25 rounds going. So that's why I would take them. If not for that, I wouldn't take them. Because if you can't stack money on top of little ass rides, I'm not doing little ass rides. I'm just not.
No, I hear you. I absolutely hear you.
DoorDash is like that. If DoorDash can't stack something on them little ass amounts, it's hard for me to see the point in taking those little ass amounts. I want $40 an hour. 28 an hour is cool. Let's say if you do it for 10 hours, you make $280 in 10, 12 hours of driving, and you just in the same area. You went like 80, 90 miles and you made like $300 in 80 or 90 miles. That's not bad. It took you 12 hours to do the shit, and you just in the same area.
This has to be area dependent because it's not going to work down here. You have restaurants that are 5 miles away from people's houses on the beach, and it's one way in, one way out. That's the worst kind of DoorDash or Uber Eats or anything because that's you're.
It is absolutely market dependent.
Yeah.
You have to know your market. It doesn't work everywhere. So you cannot. People who
I can understand. Sorry, Red. I can understand where the cherry pickers come from. I really can because you should know your worth to what Sergio says when he comes on here.
Oh no, absolutely, absolutely. I get it, and trust me, I'm a cherry picker in my core, in my gut. Do you think I actually wanted to do any of those orders?
I don't know.
No, it made me nauseous to do all of them. And at the end of it, I was like,
well, it's but this is why I'm still going to come back to as a group, as a collective, the entire gig community. They got us by the balls because they have.
Yeah, we do.
It's a 2-part reason why I feel this way. Number one, they modify our driving habits and behaviors based on the changes that they make to the apps, whether it's Quest, whether it's lowering the payout rates to us, whatever it is. Because if this is your only source of income, for whatever reason, could be any kind of reason, I don't care, but they modify your and change your driving habits. That's number one.
Yep.
And number
I believe
two,
it.
there is not a legislator, body of government outside of Washington state that has our back. Not one. I don't want to hear, oh, they're working on it here and they're working on it there and they're working on it here. Really? The last four times legislation has come up, it's been killed. It's been killed. The last 4 times.
Yep.
So unless you're in New York, where you got a full TLC behind you, TNC, TLC, whatever it is, Taxi Limo Commission, TLC in New York City, okay? Or you're in the state of Washington, until proven otherwise, these people ain't got your back. They got their pocket.
Or you got to have Sergio and Pablo with your fucking back.
Well,
that's it.
Yeah, well, okay. That's fine.
Legislators ain't got your back. Government don't have your back.
Government don't have your fucking back.
The government gonna gloss that shit because they're a bunch of incompetent motherfuckers, and we're not stupid. We go to the DMV. We know it takes 3 fucking hours to get a license plate.
Did you see what
piece of fucking metal?
Did you see what happened in DC last week? Did you see what happened with DoorDash in Washington DC last week?
No.
DoorDash pledged $500,000 worth of dash cams to go out to drivers in the Washington DC area. So that they can have, this was announced last week, right? So that they can have more coverage, live coverage, actual footage of crimes that might be taking place. Their thinking is
that's what Big Brother shit.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, see, that's the
thing. License plates and all of that shit. They're gonna have license plate access,
right up to the cloud, right? Now I get it, right? Listen, I got a dash cam. It's not connected to nothing, so God forbid something goes wrong and I'm incapacitated and they snatch my camera. I'm screwed. But I'm still not giving my data. I give enough of my fucking data away as it is already. I'm not gonna do it.
With a microphone.
Until the legislative branches in all of these goddamn states step the fuck up and actually do something about. You know what? Eddie, I ain't gonna do it, man. Because
don't put yourself on timeout. Don't put yourself on timeout.
Timeout when I go down this road. I'm just trying to tell you, I pissed people off. I don't give a fuck.
Benny just did a rideshare order. I'm gonna pick him up. Nah, fuck it. I'm not picking him up. He just canceled somebody. He canceled a conversation. That's fucked up. He says, I cancel. I ain't going that way.
It's as simple as this. What DoorDash did by putting up that $500,000 on the surface, it's an awesome idea, right? Drivers are gonna feel a little safer. You're gonna be able to be protected a little better in the sense of if they see the dash cam. Maybe they don't jack you. Maybe they don't do something stupid in your car. That's awesome. That's the surface. But you know what the deeper end is? That they just bought all that. They just bought all that political goodwill. So now if there's a problem against DoorDash, the government's going to be on their side. Ain't going to be on the driver's side. Go ahead, Red.
Facebook did the same shit. Facebook donated all this money and got involved in the government.
Live stream everything. And not give anybody anything.
Well, yeah, but the point that I'm trying to make is while we're sitting here fighting for scraps amongst each other, right? These companies have positioned themselves within these governments to make sure that things go their way. We are just peasants we're just peasants and they're the kings. That's all I'm saying. So when I say they got us by the balls, you better learn how to pivot and learn how to get your money. And you know what? What you pivot this week might have to change next week. That's all I'm suggesting.
And so I would argue that with you. And I would say,
well, you can
they can only take from you what you allow.
But that's why I preface this whole thing by saying, if this is your main source of income, you don't have anything else. You got to do what you got to do to make, no matter what, that light bill is going to come every month. That mortgage payment's going to come every month.
Absolutely.
Car payment's going to come. So you got to do what you got to do until it comes time to do what you meant to do. With that,
that's why nobody who does this full time should only have 1 to 3 apps.
Oh, 100%.
You got to have You gotta have, like, I tell you guys that DoorDash is my main, but there are weeks when it's not. Right?
And the gig
I
apps.
roll with the flow. I roll with the flow.
Yeah.
None
The
of
gig
these
apps are very
are
subjective.
ever going to defeat me on any given week. DoorDash might say not this week, fine, and I'd be like, hey, fuck you. I'm going here, and here.
And the apps are very subjective because we deal with a public that's very sketchy. We deal with sketchy ass people who can just report us for anything at any minute. You can be reporting the same day on 3 apps and lose all 3 apps the same day. The probability is there, even if it may or may not happen. And that's why I don't run with no Uber and Lyft light in my car, because I ain't got time for people getting my license plate, calling Uber and Lyft saying, hey, this guy right here just flipped me off. I don't put that shit in my car because I don't got time to play with sketchy ass people. I know how people are. So we don't deal with an objective job. Like if I'm a brick builder or a wall builder, you can come and see the wall I built with your own 2 eyes. But if I'm a service person, service is you only know about my service through what somebody else is saying. And if somebody wants to be shitty and get a free ride or do something sketchy to me, just want to be fucking funny, they could just call the app. Hey, this guy with the lights plate, blah, 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 with the Lyft light in his car just flipped me and my friends off. And I probably didn't. I was probably just cruising down the fucking street, but they want to be funny. I mean, we're dealing with subjective shit all the time in this industry.
I got you. So on my very few ride shares, because I don't do that many, and y'all know I live stream 247, right?
Like Steven said, yeah.
I mute everything so me and my passengers cannot hear, but my live stream can hear everything that occurs in my car. That no shit is happening.
See,
without
good.
audio recording.
That's good. Now, I always said, should most rideshare or delivery vehicles on their car have something saying you are being monitored? You are agreeing to being monitored.
I don't even have that shit on my window, but I should order that, but I don't even have that on my window.
Yeah, like you are agreeing to being monitored by entering this vehicle.
Yeah.
And they can't say shit about, well, you recorded me against my consent. No, motherfucker, outside my window says you agree to being monitored upon entering this vehicle. So if you jump in my car, you on record for everything you say or do. You can't come at me for shit.
Yeah.
And if they don't want to, they can just cancel the ride and say, you know what, I don't agree to being recorded.
At the end of the day, Jeff, when it comes down to my personal safety, if I have to turn a passenger in and they want to then come after me for, hey, you didn't have a sticker on your window, I could give a shit.
Yeah, they just want a free ride. Like I said, we deal with some sketchy ass people.
But you're right, I do need to have a sticker because at the end of the day, if I don't come home safely to my family, then what good is anything?
Exactly. And that's the main thing of it all.
So if I don't come home to argue with anybody about it, then it doesn't matter, right? So
exactly.
But you're absolutely right. Stickers. That is on my to-do list, and you've just bumped it up to a priority.
Get it.
Uber MVD just said just recently a rider left $200,000 worth of meth in a vehicle after he realized it. He called Uber to get in touch with the driver.
Nice.
He offered the driver $1,000 to return it.
Nice, man. That's some Heisenberg shit right there, bro. That's some Breaking Bad stuff right there, man. That's awesome.
We business partners now if I'm transporting this shit.
Let me tell you. Yes, we are. Hell yeah. Shit, I'm in the right place for it too.
Yeah, that's the finder's fee for like a cat. Motherfucker, this is $200K worth of meth. We business partners.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's my thing with that. Here's my thing with the sticker. I mean, listen, my dash cam's gonna be up. My dash cam's up all the time. If I'm in my truck and I'm driving, I got my dash cam up. I don't give a damn about people if they want to ride in a dash cam car or not. That's your fucking business. If you can't see that big ass camera sitting there on my glass when you get
then there's
I can't help you.
Just like walking in Walmart. You wouldn't agree to being on camera just by walking in Walmart. They got it. Like, hey, you see that big ass TV up there with you on it. You can't say, hey, you guys recording me, motherfucker. You see that TV up there. Don't play stupid.
But see, now Driven Dad is correct though. Like if you're a little, I don't want to say scary, but if a little preventive maintenance, you can put a sticker on the car and just say the car is under surveillance. and it might deter somebody from jacking your ass.
Yeah,
It very well could. So I see it both ways.
I would put on my car. This is a car. This is a rental car.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I would rather answer the questions like, why did you do this, rather than not be able to speak for myself.
Well, you know what? And I'm so sick of this one little statement here, Klaus. I'm so sick of you. You know, I love you, Google boy, but I'm sick of this statement. Florida and Pennsylvania is a 2-consent state. Suck my dick. I don't care. I don't care about the law when it comes to my safety and getting home to where I need to get home to. Kiss.
Ooh, Vinny, I'm going to use that against you.
Kiss my hind part.
It's a who consent.
I never gave a shit about consent, one consent. I don't give a damn.
I'd rather you all the time anyway.
Hey, I'd rather be judged by 12
for audio, but not for visual.
I don't care.
He's right about Pennsylvania.
I don't care.
For audio, not for video.
I'm starting asking motherfuckers for a birth certificate. I want to see a birth certificate before you get in my car.
Yeah, license.
I want to make sure I know who you are. When was you born, motherfucker? I ain't gotta go that far.
Jeff said, no birth certificate, no ride.
Exactly. Like, what do you mean? I'm making sure you ain't an alien getting in my shit. I'm just checking. That's it.
Hold on. Cray, you ain't got to keep doing this. God damn it, Cray. God damn it.
Listen.
Yeah. Sparta!
Like that to get these fraudulent ass customers booted off the platform. They should be put on. It's like a no-fly list. They should be put on a no-order list. They can't do shit else to a gig list. I mean, we got no-fly list, and we can put a motherfucker on that. We need a no-gig list. You can't order shit from a gig once you're committed a fraud on these gig acts.
You know,
but they don't give a shit. They don't care.
She delivered it.
She delivered it on the live stream.
So she only live streams, to my knowledge, on the Gig Wars official channel. So can Cray actually click the link and tell us about this rather than just typing it?
If Cray wants to come on real quick, send her the link. We got about another 10 minutes and we're gonna wrap this thing up. So if she wants to come in, this is good stuff. I'd like to hear about this.
Yeah.
Come on, Cray, let's go.
Yeah, I want to hear about it too, rather than just Cray, I'm gonna forward you the email.
Because there's need to be something in line for these customers that are always doing wishy-washy shit. They need to kick these people off these apps. They're frauds. They're little criminals and shit trying to get away with stuff.
This is why.
And it's like the apps don't care. They don't care.
This is why me and Brandon always talk about doing private passengers. So. Can't deal with the app, man. I'm telling you, it's so bad.
Man, these people are so scared.
Yeah, it is.
So scared.
I will say, so a lot of what some of you guys are talking about, for anybody that's wondering, again, we have different viewpoints on here. You know, I'm an upper platform as well as Vinny. We do deal with these things too sometimes, even on the Lux Black level, because I've had passengers tell me I'm ordering Lux Black and I know I get an SUV. Now, that's not as bad as some of the stuff that Jeff and Red are talking about, like as fraudulent to that level, reporting you for something. That tends to happen more on the Uber X level. I remember I got a whole bunch of BS when I was an X driver. None of it was true. And even today, I still hear it from people that do X rides. And it's like, but even at the upper platform, just in case you're thinking about going to an upper platform, you're still going to deal with fraud, but in a different way.
In a different way, but it's still fraud.
Yeah. So definitely, always keep your head. Always think when you get these people in your car. When you get someone in your car, think about the neighborhood you're in and the ratings. We talked about these things because sometimes there's red lights, or there's these things that kind of tell you, hey, something might go off, in the common sense part of your brain and go, I don't know about this. And then you end up getting some report or some bullshit like what Eddie just said, like he was speeding and it was a week. He was off for a week.
Yeah.
Where did this come from? And it might have just been that one passenger that you're not thinking about. I bet you it was so-and-so that was trying to get a free ride, maybe coming out. And maybe sometimes what we get here in South Florida is there's an event going, but people think that they walk away from the surge, that they get away from it. The surge will be like half of freaking Broward County. Yeah. So you're not even at the event. You get somebody else that's pissed off about the rates being higher. I call them a victim of association or a victim of circumstance. and then they'll report you for something because they want to get a free ride. And they got upgraded to Lux Black or Premier because there was no other driver around.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
Ray is in the house.
Rick, hey, Cray, what's happening? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, okay, great.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Oh yes, we can.
Loud and clear.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
All right,
What
so check it out. Check it out. This is funny because I was on the live stream that day and Kiki was in the chat with me and it was a flowers delivery. And it was taking it all the way across town, but it was like during a slow time. So I took it was like around $20. And so I took the flowers and I was bitching the whole time because, I was like, man, I got these fucking flowers in my car. I got to go all the way across town. And me and Kiki were laughing about it. And then next thing I know, the next day I woke up and there was a contract violation and it was order not received. And I was like, man, what the fuck? I know I delivered this shit. It said the flower delivery. I walked in. It was a nail salon and I don't like being in nail salons because the strong smell. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember
that.
Yeah, Red, I told you the people in the nail salon, yes, that's the person right over there. She accepted the flowers and I set them down and everything. And then whoever sent the flowers said that I never did. But I was on the live stream and I was ready to, send DoorDash Red if she can clip me that little thing so we can send it to DoorDash if I had to. But I guess they found that person out or whatever and just the violation went away. Thank goodness. But, it's shitty when that stuff happens because, I spent a good chunk of my time driving across town to give these stupid ass flowers to somebody who didn't have the balls to give it to this lady themselves. So, yeah.
I think the same thing happened with me with Uber Eats. I didn't receive the order and I was trying to call Uber. I was like, I got this on video. Which delivery is it? And they wouldn't tell me.
See, and that's the downside. Like they want you to have a dash cam. They want you to let them know that you have a dash cam so that they can, collect the data or whatever. But then when you got the dash cam and you got the evidence on the dash cam, they don't want to let you use the dash cam footage.
The evidence to protect their ass, not your ass. That's what it is. They try to protect themselves against all these frivolous ass lawsuits. Because just think, if they fucking with drivers, they doing some shit beyond that to these corporations. There's a lot of liability lawsuits going on right now. This driver was sexually harassing me. This driver tried to touch me. I guarantee none of this shit be happening. But people know they'll settle because just like with casino, guess loss and claims. What you can do is settle to keep it out of fucking litigation. Just settle for it. They sign these waivers and all this shit. You ain't got to even go to court. You ain't got to have attorneys, nothing. And I guarantee that's the kind of shit that's happening. Oh, well, he tried to smack my little sister. Whatever. Yeah, okay. Here's the $1,000. Just settle. Okay, thank you. Guaranteed shit like that happens. These people are shady, man. They shady.
Do you guys want to make a disclaimer? Because from an objective standpoint, I would never want to do any of these apps. Seriously, y'all terrifying me right now.
No, listen, no, there's no need to be terrified.
You just know your area, dog. I hang with college students, man.
And I'm telling you this. You just have to be smart. You have to record everything. And one thing I will tell you, and trust me, I'm not here to promote my channel. We live stream and record everything. If you are on panel with us, we are an open panel for drivers. I don't give a shit if you are delivering cat food to one person or you're delivering $800 worth of food. At any time, we will let you on the panel and we will clip anything and everything for you if you need it. We are your community. We are your water cooler. We are your friends. We are your support system. We have your back.
I like that. Gig Wars official, the official support system of the gig industry.
Hey, I mean, Red, you're not wrong for what you're saying. I mean, if you feel uncomfortable with a ride, straight up. If you feel like
on my fucking channel,
oh my god, I know, I know.
You on solo and record everything.
Yes.
for you.
Got a server
You
for it.
need the video clip, you email me, Gig Wars Official, and say, hey, Red, this happened at this time. I need the footage. I will get it for you and give it to you.
You like, give me the
100%.
footage, but pixelate
I
my
jump on there,
booty in
man.
that footage.
Hey,
And
I get
most
on.
of the time we have somebody on. I work overnights, so I do gig work in the morning. You'll see me in the morning almost every day, and then on my days off I'm like 24/7. So yeah, we and Red comes on like shortly after, right before I go to bed and everything like that. So like 24/7. We usually have people on there. So if you need somebody to talk to while you're doing gig work, it's getting a little boring, or if you have a question, we have a big community of drivers that do every and all apps. If you have a question, somebody has an answer. So like I don't know hardly anything about Uber Eats, so I got Kiki, and Grubhub I got Ceci, Rody, Curry, whatever I got Red, and so there's somebody to help you 24/7 if you have a problem or a question about anything. So feel free to come by and hit us up if you have any questions about anything. We're more than happy to help you.
I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow when I get done kicking Eddie's ass on the live stream. I'm gonna hit you up. I need third seat at table 5 at the Hard Rock Casino in Tampa. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay, all right.
We'll be able to get that for you.
Yeah.
And tell Ceci I need my first ever. I guess it'd be my nails done, because I'm too much of a man to say manicure pedicure. That's for women, but I need my nails done.
Okay, you do realize I need my nails done sounds just as womanly, right?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe you said that, Vinny. It's a wrap.
I need to go to Home Depot to pick
It's
up some
a
nails.
wrap.
I need to go pick up some nails, man.
That
That's what
whole-
it is.
That whole thing.
Are we able to put Cray Cray on solo? Do you guys have that feature on Restream? I just want to point out how great she looks. Look at her repping the gig wars.
Oh my
merch.
God!
yeah.
Here you go.
Okay.
I want
There we go.
I want GWO pajamas,
Not
GWO
you, Vinny.
and RSG pajamas. If you guys can make that happen, that way if I have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the corner store, I'm still fucking repping. So yeah.
Hold on,
No,
there
because-
you go. There you go.
See that? Because as soon as the Rideshare Garage merch arrives at her house, she'll be doing the same for Rideshare Garage
I will.
as she does for Wars Official.
On the stream, at the gig conference, I'm gonna be all over that joint. So yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
are waiting on that. I'm just saying we are waiting on that. I wanna see it. I wanna see it. By the way, thank you,
Absolutely.
AJ Zhang. We appreciate you.
This is Sparta!
Okay, thank you.
Listen, all I know is after I get done causing Eddie some,
Emotional damage!
Damage.
I'm coming for that poker table. Cause
nobody got time for that.
I had to
Ain't
do
nobody
that.
got
You
time
know what I'm saying? Oh, you see this? Steven says he wants a onesie. I'm telling you, them people live in California ain't number freaks, man. Ain't number freaks.
I will rep the onesie at the Wawa late at night. I will.
Isn't a onesie what babies wear and shit like that?
Yeah. Steven, big old ass wants to get in a onesie. I told you,
That
Jeff.
motherfucker looking like a wrestler
I'll-
and shit.
I'll-
Like,
I'll fit in one.
Yeah, well, that's
looking
what
like a
I'm saying.
luchadora.
You didn't just get married and get broken. Steven just got house broken in less than 30 days. Okay?
I'll rep the RSG onesie and the GWO house shoes. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Or AKA Steven Styler PJs.
Steven
Need a binky and a motherfucking bib.
Kiki, did you hear that? We need a onesie for Steven. We need a onesie for Steven.
Do we have onesies?
We do now.
We do now.
The correct onesie without a button.
Yep.
Yeah, see, he's from Cali, so
So
I-
Flo,
it's gonna come with the rear door.
All right, so Flo,
That's
we'll
messed
talk
up.
with you, brother. Appreciate you stopping by
That's
tonight.
messed up.
Matter of fact, we
No
appreciate
shit.
everybody stopping by tonight. We're gonna wrap this live stream up. Craig, you're the guest of honor. You're the newest member of the Rideshare Garage team. If you got a channel, we will now put you on. You'll be on our you'll be in our list in our descriptions below where it says Garage Team Members. Just letting
Yeah,
you.
I don't have a channel. I
Well, what's
spend
the way-
all my free time on GWO on the live stream.
Well, we
As most of you will know. And when I come into RSG, Vinny's talking about alien anal probing and stock tips. So that's literally the first thing I heard when I came into RSG was
Did you believe it?
were the words
wait a minute.
words. So you like anal probing and aliens? And I thought I was in the wrong. I thought I was in the wrong room. I thought I went into one of them freaky YouTube.
We gotta put Vinny on timeout.
Wait. First of all, it wasn't RSG. It was ITM. You were in the mornings. You were on the In the Morning show. And Eddie was going, and Eddie was having regressive memories of the time he dreamt he had an anal baby. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what Eddie was just trying to do there, but God damn it.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to get you. He's trying to get you.
Again. So his ass is in timeout, some bumpkin. So that was
Eddie,
not right.
you got to get back into the ride sharing gig, man. You got too much free time on your hands, apparently. So yeah.
Yeah, no, this is my free time. This is why I always show up. This is my free time.
All right, so Craig, you're gonna start us off. Tip of the night for anybody out there. Give them a good little tip.
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to give you the major tip of the night. If you are into food delivery, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, what have you, I highly recommend, please put the QR code up. Please get Kiki's ebook. I changed markets in the past couple days from where I usually work. In the past couple days, I made over $500, and that's not counting catering. I work part-time. So if you think that it doesn't matter, it really does matter. It matters, the people that that have all the experience in the world, like the Reds and the Kikis and everything like that, who you lean on and depend on for advice. You have to take that advice and run with it. You can't be like, oh, I'm just going to experiment and do my own thing. It's not going to work, because that's what I was doing. And I was just making, I was getting by. But now, just from what I've seen the past couple of days, it really does make a difference. So get that ebook and, come by GWO when you can. If you have a question, we'll help you out, because things like that matter.
We've been telling everybody for almost a year that Kiera's ebook is like, listen, you ain't got to ask us. You got proof right there. Right? With Cray. You got proof with Thomas Lyle. He's on his way back to Tampa now. He just landed in Fort Lauderdale from his week and a half excursion down to Ecuador. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, man. So y'all scan that code up for Kiki. Y'all let her know. Jeff, what you got?
Well, for my tip of the week, I tell people, hey, don't think about life in terms of little, small, specific. Think bigger. Give yourself time all week long to make this money. Stop thinking you got to be busy, because it's going to make you have bad decisions. Relax a little bit. Think about the whole week and say, I just want to work this many hours in 7 days. Too many people are cramming so much into it's, forcing them to work longer hours because they're taking shit rides and shit deliveries. Don't cram yourself with shit rides. Give yourself time to make good decisions. And that's why I don't always take everything. I'll give myself 20, 30 minutes of making a decision to make sure I'm making the best decision for the amount of money I can make.
That's it. Hey. Gotta work. Listen, you got to work smarter, not harder, man. But sometimes you got to go back to the grind, but that don't mean you got to be an ant when you go back to grinding. You ain't got to be an ant.
Yep.
You ain't got to be an ant. All right, Red, what you got, Red?
Whoa! I feel like I've been put on the spot, even though I've been here for several weeks.
You knew this was coming.
I know. My tip, I guess, is probably something that I live by. I say go with your gut always,
Okay.
because God don't lie.
Universe does not lie.
It don't lie. So if it don't smell right, it don't feel right, but your gut tells you, always listen to that. You might not know why.
Mm.
Eventually you will figure it out.
Hey, I'm with that. I am with that. I am
And
with
like I
that.
said, she felt that same way when she was leaving the hairstylist. She just felt blue. I feel fucking blue. I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm doing blue. Now she got nails to match her hair, to match the sky. Sky's the limit. Right? To give me the finger.
She's giving you the blue finger. She got the Smurf finger up
Red
at
with the name blue. I'm telling you, can't get better than that.
All right, Omar, from one universe to Omar's world. Omar, what you got, brother?
So I, listening to what you guys were saying, and I had a feeling that the conversation was going to go this way today. It's really slow in our area, and pivot or however you want to go about doing things. I haven't even worked this week, but I will say this: when times are good, that's when you really want to push yourself. And sometimes I push myself a little bit more than maybe I should. Driving a little tired, you shouldn't do that. But it's like I know how bad it gets during this time of year down here, and so if you have a little bit saved up, then that also helps you. To what Jeff was saying, give you time to think, and to what Vinny's saying, don't be an ant, because it kills me some of the things I see and hear about people doing, and I'm like, no way, don't let this shit own you. Obviously, have different streams of income. Not everybody has that, but at the very least, even if it's just one thing that you're doing, there's always a good time and a bad time. Take a little bit of that, take a little bit and save it. Just try to, because you can live off those savings for a while if you know, hey, there's going to be this month of just absolutely nothing or whatever it is. So just always think ahead. To Jeff's point, always think ahead, not just the week ahead, but the month ahead and the year ahead, what your goals are. Because even though it's dead and I haven't even worked this week, I'm still doing okay. I'm still, I'm still, yeah.
You're doing okay. So you still fine.
I would like to be. I've been online this entire live stream and not a single ping. Now, am I on UberX? Hell no. I that's not what I do. Can't do it in my truck. I'll lose money. Yeah. But I'll work my normal hours on the weekend and see what happens and not kill myself. But also, I have other means of income and I have some money saved up. So again, that's helping me. I'm managing my situation. You have to manage your situation accordingly as well, so that you don't feel like you have a gun to your head by DoorDash, by Uber Eats, by Uber, by Lyft. You get what I'm saying?
That's it. I appreciate that
one. When Omar says have other means of income, he doesn't mean take up pimping. He doesn't do that.
If that's the field you want, I can do it too.
Damn it, Jeff. Damn it, Jeff.
Hate.
Hey, the player ball.
Right,
you.
All right,
your
Eddie,
mama got
what you got,
balls with the dick hole cut out.
All right, listen. Make sure you have your additional pivots on the side, additional apps. Even if you don't like it doing it, just do it anyway. That might be where the money is. And there's also from you have Roadie, you have your VHO app. I remember there's also catering apps that you could do too, that you can deliver catering stuff, medical equipment. Man, we did a video on that. We put some medical equipment companies out there that if you got a large enough vehicle, you could use it for that. And always have available. You might not like doing it, but when you need the money to pay your bill, you're gonna do it.
I'm telling you. Well, listen, they all had really, really great advice and tips. Jeff kind of stole my tip, and we didn't pregame that. So the fact that Jeff and I are thinking along the same lines with the quit thinking small, I agree with him. But I'm going to expand on that just a little bit. Okay, you got free time right now. It's slowing your market. If your ass ain't trying to learn something new, then you're a victim of your own laziness. And what I mean by that is, if you listen. We are moving forward with these YouTube channels and everything else. When I tell you if I'm not out on that road driving, I am in the office working and learning. I just signed up, believe it or not, I just signed up for a 14-day how to make a film class, right? With your cell phones and GoPros. I'm a huge GoPro guy, right? Yeah. I'm going to take this 14-day course. It's costing me $50. But a month or 2 or 3 months down the line, it's going to pay off. It will pay because I'm learning something new. If you're sitting there waiting on a ride and all you're doing is looking at Facebook or Instagram or Discord and you're not learning something, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. Man, learn new shit. Learn new things. Constantly crave that knowledge because at some point you'll be able to apply it down the line. That's my tip of the week. That's my tip of the week. Yeah. And with that being said, we are.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We getting the hell up out of here. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Pow.